and bling. Tell them gonna move right in the president ring. She don't walk slow, she glide like a breeze with a medallion bigger than them P.P.P. She roll up calm, but she loud inside.
Who live? Let's get it in.
With the stacks inside, dollar bills and coins like a money landslide. Don't watch the hijab, watch the game she play. If you know, you know, and she not go jail. Gangsta granny, acting at 35M chain.
Hey, who said enough is enough? Who said enough is enough for the corruption? Guess what? We have less than a weekend away for a real change to come. Real change in the country, buddy. Enough is enough. When I tell you this is a very packed presentation. Packed presentation for you. Yeah, see how we starting. We're getting right into what's really going on. Right? Is Delta Saturdays. And guess what? We are boarding. So as you come in, as you come into the live, ladies and gentlemen, please take a couple of seconds and thumbs up this live. Drop a comment in the comment section. Let me know where you're watching me from. Let me know where you're tuned in from in the world. Because today, this is a special edition of Delta Saturdays. Right here on Delta 9 Media. And we rocking out. We boarding right now. Delta Saturdays. And this is what we're rocking on.
Cash falling from the floor. Tell them corruption knocking at your front door. Knocking at 35M chain, pushing contracts full of a midnight chain. Cash falling from the floor. Tell them corruption knocking at your front door. Break the drops. Big boss granny not take no chops. She whisper sweet.
Big up yourself, Flash Garden. Welcome into the live. Welcome into the live. Thanks for everyone that's tuning in right now. I see some of the moderators already in the house. Carlisle, shalom, shalom. Peace to you and yours, bro. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for being a part of this live right there. Delta 9 Media is Delta Saturdays. And we are live. The flight is boarding Team Delta. So as y'all come in, you know what you got to do already. Make sure you thumbs up the live. Plus, if you're watching,
that a lot of people don't seem to understand. They think that because a country or a nation or a people are defeated, it means a superior people has defeated them.
To the customs gate, let the gold pass through. We not the left. She know the rates, the drawbacks too. 5% going straight to the family crew. She got the ministers in her WhatsApp chat. One little text and the deal get grabbed. Gangsta granny counting meals like rosary, mixing only books with the nation's breed. Gangsta granny, him she bulletproof.
And Kate, welcome into the live. Jeffrey, big up yourself, King. Thanks for tuning in.
People cry, she laughing inside. Gangsta granny. Me not take blame, me not left proof. Me name clean like a government roof. But everybody know, though, nobody talk. Cause in this movie, granny run the block. Guyanese granny with the global game. From let them to over, she run that plane. Banks full up, but no hard it come. Cause granny got friends with the president's son. She make your roti and bribe your soul. Sweet little smile, but a bag of gold. If you try talk, she make you go. Ask them boys that's okay who boast the most.
Gangsta granny.
Deals by the pound. Whole country run by a silent sound. Gangsta granny. Know the world can see. You can't spell mafia without G.NANDLALL. Now when the story bus, them gon' call it fake news. But Kylie's love. She run things, not run from things.
That is not true. Genghis Khan was not.
It's Delta Saturdays, right here on Delta 9 Media. And the flight is boarding. The flight boarding, buddy, I don't know. As you come in, Make sure that you thumbs up the live on your way in. Definitely on your way in. Let me jump. Definitely. Let's see some of the comments that's dropping in early. Finger red. Someone's probably trying to put some emojis in the comment section. Grenade, big up yourself. Thanks for tuning in. Yanet, welcome into the live. Hooray! Thanks for tuning in. June, thanks for tuning in. Definitely, it's Delta Saturdays, and the flight is boarding. The flight is boarding right here on Delta 9 Media. What's going on your side of the globe? In some parts of the world, people getting ready for Labor Day. In other parts of the world, like Jamaica, like Guyana, everybody is getting ready for the elections coming up in the week, right? Right here on Delta Saturdays. We got a lot of things that we got to get into today. There's a number of things. Sandrine, welcome into the live. Thanks for tuning in. Definitely greetings to you, whichever part of the world you're at. I hope that you're having a great day right now. There's a number of things that we got to highlight on this presentation. Delta Saturdays, right? We are boarding, and we've been boarding for a number of minutes now, but guess what? It's about that time that the flight take off. It's about that time because there's so many things that we got to get into today on this one. So many things. And as you could see, one of the first things that we got to get into is this bombshell recording, secret recording that Mel just dropped. Because there's a number of things that's going to be said in this that persons need to stay focused on as they go into the polls. Because this is going to reveal certain things. I'm telling you, as we take off right now, this is going to reveal certain things to us that is going to help us to get some clarity as to what's really taking place in our beautiful nation. Yeah. And just like the we cruising, buddy. So let's start right now with what's going on in this right here.
Or video with it, they're shooting out. With terror security, they're shooting out.
Yes. We keep shouting in the video for Datsun and giving them instructions how to move about when you're shooting. Not the one at court side.
The other one?
Talking about the one that Daily News put up. We bring it and put it up. It's a set of videos compiled, set of parts compiled together. So when Datsun start talking, Datsun said, oh no, nobody went there to steal anything from the safe and so on. That was just a show. So I said that, but the police, some police were there because you see the police in the uniform. You know, see the face, you see the bottom.
Yeah,
so he said, oh no, that was staged.
He
said that was staged. So girl like me even know, yo. So Kai said that's you dead freaking I wanna know that's in freaking bad since the sun is in.
What she's clarifying for us that was staged is the unrest that they were claiming. Remember that unrest when a set of our brothers and sisters found themselves on trees and charges, right? And some of them probably still trying to repay the money that they had to spend on bail. Some of them probably still finding themselves in these positions where their freedom is still in jeopardy, right? All of this going on. And now we're here in Team Delta. We're hearing diaspora. We're hearing world that the victimization is so crazy. It's not the fact that they even do nothing. It's the fact that people stage things, frame them, and lock them up. Y'all hear what's going on here, man? Listen, if we had enough of this, if we didn't have enough of this, then I don't know what is next for persons in Guyana. Let me listen clearly to what's going on here. I'm gonna let it play, and then we're gonna do some commentary on it, right? I'm gonna pull it back.
Security they're shooting out?
Yes.
Yeah.
We keep shouting in the video for Dotson and giving them instructions how to move about while you're shooting. Not the one at court side.
The other one?
Talking about the one that Daily News put up. We brand it and put it up. It's a set of videos compiled, set of parts compiled together. So when Dotson start talking, Dotson said, "Oh no, nobody went there to steal anything from the safe and so on. That was just a show." So I said that, but the police, some police were there because you see the police in a uniform. You don't see the face, you see the bottom.
Yeah, they just
So he
played
said, "Oh no, that was
to get
stage."
people frightened too.
He said that was stage. So girl, like me even know girl. So Kai said that's you dead freaking I wanna know that's in freaking
Patricia, welcome into the live. Thanks for tuning in.
bad since the sun thing. What happened with Nathan? That's the freaking since then because when he
Oh shit!
dropping me
I
off
don't
on Monday, I got
understand.
walk far.
I don't understand how sheriffs get all of them doing these things. This mad people.
Well, yesterday when I go in the office,
King Lock, big up the whole of Linden town. Linden in the house, big up yourself, King Lock.
so I see
Stay
the
the whole
send a gift package. Oh yes, then when I go in the office, I see the send gift package. So like you get some kind of gift for the night. You know, any bag.
who get give
Like
Dotson
the money bag.
who sheriff?
No, I'm here, yeah. They send me something.
You must see
Some
your
state
money.
house.
You must
You
see your
know, it's
money.
what girl. You know, it's what they inside it, but it come from state house, so I get the thing on it. You know, this, I call this thing, girl.
Man, you got forget find a way forget picture them thing. If you just sneak a picture
Well,
them
here
thing.
now. No, we're here now. Outside part of there, but you can go in the office because you allow you to take whatever the input and use it, right? So you got this guy. I think the guy reached out to you. A buyer reached out to you relating to a issue with he and your payment over the Cybertruck.
Oh yes. But like they want to come forward. They keep sending me information to say, oh, when they're ready, they're gonna let me know.
No,
But like,
here now. Whatever Amir give me so far is looking accurate, and that the buyer apparently tell his sister that Amir ain't pay because apparently the money supposed to split between the two of them, and he probably helped me buy the truck. And he sell Amir the truck, but like they're supposed to split the money, so the buyer come and collect the money from Amir, and this is how I show up yourself. He tell me how he going on the road with the guy because I had to give you the other phone, and he going with the guy, and they gonna cover whatever places they gonna provide coverage, and he gonna stay in the vehicle. I say, "Mark, we cool." And when the video turn up on Facebook, now I seeing Amir guy with the Prado out there, Amir the outside stand up in front of the crowd. Then suddenly Samir now starts sending video. He shooting, so what this man he by? Get my head and good. He is do anything Jack Bill Kelly for this Jack Bill Kelly jump overboard, so I feel he can do it. So there's a situation right now. But I'm sure enough.
but oh my, but Jack, you don't know them thing we posting don't make sense sometimes.
It don't, and I don't know what wrong with this man since, like, honestly, girl, don't let me get started on this fucking press conference thing. Imagine, right, since last week, this whole place in pandemonium breakout. And this man ain't got no decency. In fact, all of them, none of them ain't got no decency. Just focus on press conference, he come out, the condolences, and then he get right into bashing, talking irregular shit.
Yeah,
No,
and then, but look now,
tomorrow
he
is
tell
supposed
ya.
to be it, huh?
But look now, I see tell y'all delete the video, but by the time he said delete it, with some people that don't get it.
Yes, it's a deleted.
Why tell y'all delete it? Cause people start bashing him.
Yes, because when I think it's let me see, it's Friday afternoon was last. I think after the office Saturday, so it's Friday afternoon. He had a set of things he do on Friday. I think it was Friday was here from board too, and then in the afternoon hours I coming home, I stop by movie town to pay bills. And I see a set of security outside, so I recognize one of the guard and I say, "Hey, there's Jack, the man," because the man is there by press conference, right? So I say, "Hold on." Then we see in the Skylink internet thing outside, and then we watch inside now. We watching at Starbucks. We see there is the bellhead man sit down. Where is he? So when he finished, this Saturday, I work from home. Heading at work this Saturday. So Sunday now is when Amir sends stuff because the place is a little quiet, I relax and so on. I take whatever opportunity to relax. Send some stuff with Ashley saying Frank Anthony and so on. Send for post and they send a screenshot with however they write of the different places to go to. So I say, okay, I can post, but Bob saw video coming to Jack and now talking. He said, post it, so I said, go and post it, I write whatever. and post it. But I know nothing wrong. This is the thing went viral, surprisingly, but why the thing went viral now is because people did bashing he just talk about the girl for like a second and then he got into politics again. So you see how he get catched there now. So then is when I wake up, I think is somebody asking me why I delete the video. So me delete my video to check the page. So when I go on and check it now, I get the answer. He called me until I delete the video because of the negative comments and the bashing that he get and the people too much bashing, too much fee. I got no shame. But yeah, this answer the talk thing, there's nothing that happened for that stranger come out of this come from outside and do it. When Jack Deal finished with the meeting down there, he was at Chateau Margaux, he was at Success, he was at a couple other villages along this East Coast here. So Monday now this thing happened. The whole situation break out and people coming down hard on the government because of what happened, and obviously it's because of the man connection to P.P.P. And then another thing too that got them getting a lot of pressure is the fact that this man and his family can't be seen and heard since this incident. The claimant said that the man in custody, but the man apparently is not in custody because what you doing holding somebody in custody for so long is after 72 hours you gotta put him on bail, but you can't get nothing like that, nothing coming out.
The man is
Correct.
He's not in custody. The man is not in custody.
Correct. So I want to feel is either out of the country or they got to hide in somewhere because who can hide somebody like them?
No, he hiding my brother-in-law.
Well, let's go. Then in there is related to the man. In there coming out the house that he is not family. The man is not the family. You lie yourself. The lady, the girl auntie, the lady used to teach me in school, girl. The lady, them people not gonna make up story and talk shit. The lady is a very decent and intelligent woman. The lady not gonna think.
Well, we can talk.
So then,
Alex, you don't no posting for do today. Cause we can't remember them people getting frightened now. You see what's going on.
Yeah, so it's just regular news and yeah, it's just regular news and whatever you instruct we to do today, they sit and then Jack, they got the conference today, Chris. So you gotta go and sit down there.
Or video with it they're shooting out with sheriff security they're shooting out.
Yes. We keep shouting in the video for Dotson and giving them instructions how to move about when you're shooting. Not the one at court side.
The other one?
Talking about the one that Daily News put up. We bring it and put it up. It's a set of videos compiled, set of parts compiled together. So when Dotson start talking, Dotson said, oh no, nobody went to steal anything from the safe and so on. That was just a show. So I said that, but some police were there because you see the police in the uniform. You don't see the face, you see the bottom.
Yeah,
so he said, oh no, that was staged. He said that was staged.
So you are hearing that for yourself. So when that whole situation happened, Team Delta, when that whole situation went down, diaspora, world, and our brothers and sisters, them, almost 500 people get fake terrorism charges, right? Nanadlall come out and says the right thing is the perfect charge. The charge fit them the best, right? The charges that they get. All the while, y'all just hear it there, oh my gosh, oh. All the while they had that staged an event so that they could create a gaslight from what was going on with the Adriana Young case. Y'all hearing what's going on there, man? These is the people y'all really, really serious. These people could be back in power for another 5 years. Y'all know what they're gonna do to people in that country. Y'all know what the situations is gonna be for people in that country. If these people are that wicked to where they would create a false flag so that they can divert attention from the unaliving of a child and jail 500 and something people, claiming that they're terrorists. A brand new thing now that they bring out and start charging people for in Guyana. Oh, y'all realizing what's going on, man? You hear it? Let's play. And now we talking about it. Listen, the hotline number is on your screen. Persons who feel free, call in, send in your voice note. Let people know what's going on. Let people understand that persons in Guyana are standing up for themselves, you know. Because the world is watching, and if people in Guyana is serious and ain't doing nothing for themselves as it relates to these kind of things were going on here, remember, elections is on the 1st. It's time to get these people in a different position. Definitely not in these positions of power that they're in right now. You can't allow that. If you got a person allegedly setting up false flags, how many other false flags were set up that we ain't hear about yet? How many other false flags? We see the video, and the video is up on this channel. I don't remember the title when we put it in the video, but it's definitely up on the channel. So if you check around the time, we see between April and now, it's somewhere there. And more than likely, it's going to be in the headline, or some one of the headlines on the thumbnail is going to say that. But it's there when he was directing the police in brown clothes and telling you, do this and do that. All of that was a false flag. Them man was creating a full picture scene for we. A full picture scene. Y'all realize the level that these persons are going to deceive we in Guyana? Man, listen, man, y'all remember all of this situation. It's because guess who was there? Guess who was there? Yes, Dr. Todd, the Honorable Dr. Todd, and the Honorable Miss Brooms was on the scene, dealing with the situation that they caused from the false flag. Let me listen what's going on here.
On the particular date in question, could not in law constitute acts of terrorism. Some of these men were actually on their bikes. They were keeping away from many of the burning of the roads and some of the chaos. And they were waiting to make their way home. Some of them came off of work. And then you had the police collecting them in have these type of mass collections where you just pick people up randomly. Having listened to the stories and having recognized what is going on, I don't think that the police force is serious about the charge. I think what has happened is clearly you had, maybe we could say, mayhem, chaos for a couple of days. You recognize that the protest was escalating. Who were the persons escalating that? The police needed a quick remedy to get people off the road. And so this is a way of saying, listen, and it has to be calculated if you look at it, because not one of the magistrates court granted bail. So at the stage of which the charges are presented,
at the stage at which the charges is presented and the whole situation stage. Honorable Mr. Todd, the whole situation stage. These people are so wicked. That's why none of the magistrate them ain't even inch forgive bail. Because they don't get called and say, hey, no bail, no bail. So you sitting down in a PC, shitty, stinking cell where you could be in all types of danger of people doing this to you, doing that to you, right? All because you look a particular way and persons feel that they need to gaslight from this situation that just happened with the unaliving of a child, right? Right, Angelo? This situation right here is something that we definitely need to stay focused on as we go into the polls on the 1st. Right? It's very, very important, Team Delta. So everybody in the live right now. Everybody in the live right now. Almost 400 people. Right? Take a couple of seconds, please, ladies and gentlemen. A lot of our brothers and sisters might not be aware of this false flag that put 500 of us in incarceration. Right? A lot of persons might not be aware of what is going on. A lot of persons might not have had a chance to analyze this secret recording that Melly Mill just put out. Give them the possibility to see it on their on their headlines. Give them the possibility for this to come up in their algorithm. Thumbs up the video, subscribe, drop your comments. Whether it's now or if you're gonna watch this in the future on the replay. Y'all understand why I'm presenting? Me telling you, Me telling you this, you get a chance to put two and two together. We hear the secret recording and we hear about the false flag. And then we hear about the people them that get arrested because of the false flag. But we listen to the Honorable Mr. Todd. And as you go into the polls come September 4th, remember, on September 4th is right around the corner. Right around the corner. Like Monday. And as we go into the polls, you got to remember the persons that was there on the ground helping out while they setting up their false flag. What was the Honorable Mr. Todd and Mr. and the Honorable Miss Brooms trying to do?
There is little room, if at all, for any explanation on what is the type of kinds of evidence that is likely to come before the court in relation to the matter. So you had a
see what Stanley is saying? The P.P.P. don't regard and respect black people in Guyana. They only pretend. Real thing, and I'm glad that persons are able to wake up. I'm glad that persons are waking up to the foolishness that's going on. And I can't understand that. Why persons want to be prejudiced against people just because of their heritage? That's our heritage. That's us. That's who we are. Why be prejudiced against us for us just being ourselves and for the rich heritage that we might have? Is it an envy thing? We're going to get into this real indigenous conversation, and you're going to understand where all of this vitriol and all of this hatred really originated, because some people know our history, but we don't know a lot of things about the history. Well, some persons, let me not say we, because I understand what's going on with certain things, but a lot of us don't got certain understandings about the particulars, and other people do, and that's why they're looking and they're saying, hey, they got, they're doing the most to you because they understand. If you ever figure out what's going on in front of your face, if you ever figure out, so that's why they're taking the advantage that they're taking. Could you imagine they setting up something like that and then putting Guyanese in jail for terrorism charges that ain't gonna come off your record? If they ain't come off your record, how are you able to travel to other parts of the world, any first world nation, by the way? They're gonna refuse your body, and all because of a false flag. This is what I'm trying to point out. This is why this video is so important, so that persons can see and understand. Because if you're playing around with people like this in power, what else will they do to you? What other false flag will they fund so that they can have privileges and powers introduced so that they can oppress you in brand new ways? They got 5 more years if you play around with them, and this is not the time to play around. It's people from Team Green, people from the Purple Army as well, from Forward Guyana Movement. These are the people that can really come together and make Guyana a place where everyone will be able to say that, yes, we are able to enjoy some type of life there. But let me listen some more to what the Honorable Mr. Todd is saying about that situation that went down. And then we can go back and hear some more from what Melly is saying. They got so many things that we got to get into. Right here on Delta Saturdays, Rock Park, the flight is cruising. Make sure you thumbs up the live. If you're subscribed yet, subscribe, and let me go on. Let me continue.
Situation where this was a direct attempt to drive fear into persons, not to come out, not to protect. All right? Because when you listen to the stories of these young men, it is absolutely unfair that persons are in the prison on remand for allegations in which they...
Vashti, is a sad situation that persons are definitely having certain low vibe embedded in them. I just wanted to myself, like, what sense it making? What sense that make? That don't make no sense. All we got for living Guyana, all we not Guyanese. We got respect one another. Y'all ever see I come on this show ever and use the C word? Never, because I respect people, and I don't even let people use the N word on me. None of the N. If it's Negro or the other one, even worse. I don't play them type of thing. I just keep it respectful with everyone, because that's the protocol. That's the protocol. That's the baseline where we can respect one another and know the move with one another with certain protocol. Why we doing false flag, and then now you're painting a set of people with a brush that is going to have them now look in the public eye as if, wow, look at these terrorists, look at these Look at these vandals, look at these looters, right? We lock all of them up. There's the picture they want to paint to you. You see the people them that's there trying to help. Y'all understand this why I'm saying Team Green is the best team. Y'all understand why I got to say palms up. Y'all understand why it's palms up. And we got to say palms up come September 1st, come Monday. It's palms up because that's the team that's been on the ground so far. That's the largest team right now. That's the team with the track record of leadership in the nation that can make a real change come September 5th, come September 4th, when the votes them done count. But we could see they're trying their best right now to do all kind of jiggery pokery we're hearing about, missing ballot box and all kind of thing we're hearing about. Pick up yourself, PA. Welcome into the live. Let's see what PA got to say. Good afternoon, notable host Delta 9 Media and all the astute patriots in the chat, Guyana and the diaspora. It's a pleasure to be on this flight with you as we discuss current affairs in the homeland. Definitely big up yourself, PA. Thanks for tuning in. Annette, all of us are living in Guyana, but only a few have rights in Guyana. I'm telling you, Annette, it's a sad situation, yeah? It's a sad situation. When you see that, when you hear this thing and you understand that they're doing Operation False Flag and locking up people's children, you gotta ask yourself, how long now they doing this? How long now they doing this, and how many other times wasn't this successful? How many people in jail right now because of a false flag? How many people still locked down right now because of a false flag? And because of all levels of corruption like we hearing right here?
So like me even know yo. So I said that's in you dead freaking I wanna that's in freaking bad since the sun thing. What happened with Nathan? That's the freaking since then because when he dropping me off on Monday I got walk far.
I don't understand how sheriffs get all of them doing these things. This mad people.
Well, yesterday when I go in the office, I see the sun.
Angela saying, don't forget about the WIN party. The WIN party definitely was on the ground as well. The WIN party was on the ground and definitely was there at the double day that day, rendered assistance and everything. Definitely. We can't forget that they was there. Me never sell no dreams, you know. I talking about what's real. I talking about the situation as we move into September 1st and the best team to run the nation. This is what we talking about.
A gift package. Oh yes, they're gonna go in the office and I see this any gift package. So like you get some kind of gift for the night.
So when he do a false flag and they come out and they whip up 500 youths and lock them down, he relax and collect a gift, right? He get a gift, he get money, he get gold, whoever know what it is. Shelly, welcome into the live and thanks for tuning in. Definitely, I see you throwing up the green hearts, Team Green. Definitely is palms up, right? Palms up come September 1st because things like this got to stop. Could you believe it? All of there was a false flag. The whole world was watching saying, look what's going on in Guyana. Even Ian Allen was making mentions about what was going on in Guyana. I wonder if he know now. I wonder if he's going to update it and make sure he expose the fact that it was a false flag. Let me listen some more.
Your money bag.
Who get give that? Or sheriff?
No, I'm here, yeah. They send me something.
You
some status. You know it's what y'all. And it's what they inside it, but it come from State House, so I get the thing on it. You know this I call this thing, y'all.
Man, you got to find a way to get picture them things. If you just sneak a picture them.
Well, here now. No, we're here now. Outside part of there, but you can go in the office because allow you to take whatever the information you use it, right? So I got this guy. I think the guy reached out to you. A buyer reached out to you relating to a issue he and your payment over the Cybertruck.
Oh yes, but like they want to come forward. They keep sending me information to say, oh, when they're ready, they're gonna let me know.
No, here now. Whatever Amir give me so far is looking accurate, and that the buyer apparently tell you.
Angelo is saying, I think the A.P.N.U Forward Guyana movement and the WIN party in Parliament will make a difference. Look, two I agree with, and another one I think is a problem. The other one, Angelo, to be honest with you, that blue that you're putting in the middle there in between green and purple is problems, because blue is nothing like the other two. Blue is nothing like the other two. Blue is not nothing like green, and blue is not nothing like purple. So when you put the three of them together, you gotta kind of separate blue a little bit to the side, because they still on, we would say, probation. You know, like when you get a new job, you can't jump in no new job less than 100 days and you running the whole company. That makes sense. What happened to the rest of persons that was there with the groundwork, the expertise, and the track record of running the country and running it in a real way before I'll budget, right? So if we put blue in the middle there, we still gotta analyze, listen, what's really going on with this corruption. Is all of that false flag? Because we could see they don't get one false flag already, which is what's going on right there with all of them people who get locked up on terrorism charges. So is this blue thing another false flag so that they could weaken the opposition? We did a video on it, and I show you what Mr. Fred Corbin was talking about what went down in Barbados, right? Plus, greetings, you're on to Delta 9 Media Live. Hello?
Brothers and sisters in Guyana, this is Flash, the original. Can you hear me clear?
Yeah, man, Flash, I hear you loud and clear.
Beautiful. Let me ask a question. You said that you don't because I love to respect people, because respect belongs to me too. You mentioned that you said you don't tolerate C word. I want to know the C word because I don't want to miss talk.
The C word is the word that would offend our Indian brothers in Guyana. Because we're not here to offend anyone. But if they're offended, that's on them. But we're not here trying to use slurs and them things that we don't know, derogatory words that's going to make them feel in any type of way, because we wouldn't want anyone to do it to us. That's all I'm saying.
Okay, so what about the B word?
What's the B word?
The B word too.
What's the B word, Barat?
But the B word don't bother us, well, me. Anyway, let me move on.
Come on, you good.
No.
Go ahead.
When I come to the C word, I'm going to use Billy Bab, because those words, Billy is a word. So those words pass in Parliament, because if you couldn't recall, when my brother Sharon Duncan was using, quoting some words from the ex-president Obama, the wicked, no, don't use that word. He said, okay, so whenever my brother reaches that word, just Billy Baba. So when I meet the C word, I'm going to Billy Baba. Now, let me remind my brother and sister, this is what God blessed me with. First of remembrance, I asked him for that.
Yeah.
Not a spirit of jumping crapple. Oh, no. When these Billy Baba take office, the first thing they said, we're not sitting down with the opposition leader until they said, I'm the president. I'm talking to all those who going behind Will Mohammed, because Mohammed was with them. And Mohammed never objected. No. You have to say that the opposition leader is in the constitution. It is our law. He never said that. Again, they locked them out of Parliament. Mohammed never come and said, no, you cannot do that. We all are Guyanese. We are under these words: one people, one nation, one destiny. Mohammed never objected to it. Mohammed was with them. We're talking to the brothers and sisters behind Mohammed. Now, when this person, one of the media asked Jack Joe, so do you believe that the opposition leader going to come out? He said, I don't know. But what I do know, God have mercy, what I will do, I will put my neck on black and say, yes, they will come out to eat the food. Mohammed was with Jack and Mohammed Charles and these people going behind this guy.
Yep.
No, Hello?
Yeah, you're right here.
Oh, I thought you were saying so. My time is up. Now,
No.
when they flood out success and hinder some human being, woman was born for the world, mommy did not come. No, you cannot do that. We are one people, one nation, destiny. Mommy was with them, sitting with them, and allow them to do all these things. I'm only encourage my black brother sister. Be careful what you guys doing and saying. People love to protect. And Miami going to be the next Jack Gill. He's going to be the next Jim Jones. Miami never said that if he go in office, he going to jail all of them who do wrong things. He going to bring justice for that little black what they kill them.
How Mohammed can jail them if he is a part of some of the same dealings?
All right. Thank you. At least I know one person understands Flash this afternoon.
A lot of people understand you. Hey, over in Delta 9 Media, they get a lot of persons that understand what's going on. It's not just me. A number of the persons. Here what? Drop a 9 in the comment section right now if y'all understand what's going on with Win and the fact that they are a part of the P.P.P. and this might be another false flag situation. There's enough other people understand. If you understand right now or you're watching in the future, drop a 9 in the comment section. You see what people don't drop in there.
One more thing before we go.
Yeah.
I listened to a black brother on a video a couple of hours ago. He died here. Some people might know anything. He encouraged people to vote for Mohammed and why Mohammed because David Granger he do nothing. How the hell David Granger going to do something with 2 years? When them say Mohammed and Daniel come to
and don't forget the Charandas. Don't forget the Charandas. So because there was more than one. It was more than Charandas. It was a team of people. So who knows where else they was underpinning and undercutting while they was there.
That's right. David Granger could not do certain things for us. The only thing they blame him for that he did not protect 217,000 votes. That's the only thing. But David Granger left our flag was not sleeping for 24 hours. Our flag go back and sleep when Jack don't take over office. Yes, our black boys should take know these things.
Yeah, man.
And stop. David I said, don't expand your vote. Flag Garden always said, the white black people are punishing for 28 years because we always bust up, let us use the word, bust up our vote.
Yeah.
What more? Why do people do not like that? Thank you very much for your time and have a lovely weekend.
Yeah, man, Flash. Big up yourself. Thanks for calling in, right? We have a good one today.
All right, my brother.
All right. Definitely, that was our brother Flash Garden. They're giving us some insights as to how we feel about what's going on right now. But guess what? Any of y'all had a chance to see or to hear the disrespectful remarks that the Honorable, if you want to set up, but I like giving people the title that they use because the title sometimes don't fit the actions. So the title itself does help her expose just how derogatory their actions are. Because how you gonna have a name like the Honorable Attorney General, right? How could you be the Honorable Attorney General of a black nation and this is who you gonna go up on a stage and say? Greetings, you're on to Delta 9 Media Live.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
I just have a few, I want to highlight some few things.
Yeah, man.
With this Bharat and Nanadlall, what instead about this election that they're going to bring in the army and the police if anybody behave lawlessness during the election.
Yeah.
Now, why people got to come out and behave lawlessness? Because Nanadlall claims he's going to rig the election. And if you're going to rig the election, we got to try to protect the ballot box and protect what we have to protect.
Yeah, and then it could be a false flag also.
Because Nanadlall claims, if Nanadlall show the people anything, now forget about that part. Not forget, that is one part. Nanadlall claims that, okay, me and Barack, me no know them two more than the two jackass. Because when Barack get the press conference and play like a donkey, in finale a dance like a monkey. So I don't know what's wrong with these two guys. They're going to rig the election. Nowadays, I hear a call there and talk about Mohammed. Come on, you get your program. You only hear about people. You never to you personal, never to criticize this one or that one. Now you say about Mohammed, this Mohammed that. Now you got to understand what Nazi and Granger do. Why they now object? They must be politicians. Mohammed was the politician. He can't tell Barack what to do. They're in a position. They're not coming out. What P.P.P and P.N.U do for 28 or 30 years? They sell like water. They sell light. You still get electricity, people are getting. Both of them want to go. Because why they have to get Mohammed only come 3 months body and Mohammed make them a god. Everybody say Mohammed because he went there with the P.P.P.
Yeah.
Mohammed think the wrong thing. P.P.P and Barack never do. He come after them. Because Barack don't lie. Look this other thing what he do. Instead of going to Venezuela embassy. What he do? If you watch on the paper, what Barack said, get one picture and show that Mohammed's father, one picture, he there in a parking lot, the man in a parking lot. And he said, if you want to go in the embassy, show side there in the embassy. The embassy get camera. Now we see that only going Venezuela embassy. No, but he got the man picture on parking lot. And he said, look, you are going inside the Mohammed vehicle. What the fuck wrong with Barack? Barack is a moron. Barack has too much lie to the people, the nation. Barack has too much lie that he not tell them people, bring outside your two business while you rent and you claim a he business. And he's so moody and he not so none of that. He not enjoying finally. So look, this is his business. He so lie to tell the nation now he get business. When he get business. Barack is a moron. Barack married the wife. That girl why he married. He not sleep with her one night because you know what he wants. Yes, to get a woman to first lady. Because you never your wife. So you will not to get a first lady. So he married Vasti. To get first lady. Barack, the nation, no Barack life. What am I do? Let them talk about granny. You hear about granny now? When them attack only Mohammed and start sanction, they're not talking about Metaman. Only 2 persons sanction, Mohammed and Shell Mohammed both. Sadin and Shell Mohammed. What will Metaman? Why they not come out and say, oh, you Metaman? No, you guys, you program and some people are come. Then go back P.P.P win because so much people are come on your program and they're going to raise us. We want P.P.P out and they want P.N.U out. You want a new party.
Nobody don't come on this. Nobody can come on this program with racial talk. I don't allow people to come on this program with racial.
So me listen to your program all the time, buddy.
But you ever hear I allow anybody to come on this program and have any racial conversation?
People that make them side. You not criticize one party. Now P.N.U in their home a year. P.P.P home a year. What they did?
Yeah, you made your point, and your point is definitely heard. There's 500 persons listening to us right now, and you made your point, and we definitely can analyze what you said.
Left P.P.P, left Mohammed alone, and then, because if they are participating Nazi, A.F.C, then go attack Mohammed now. Now anytime, the vote then go, people go get frustrated, okay, forget that, let me go to P.P.P. You want them get out. P.P.P, all of them are thieves.
All right,
you
good.
know which one of them is P.P.P, them minister, not thieves. Nanadlall is a cook. He a thief. His brother thief.
Well, there's the point I'm making. But anyway, look. Yeah.
He is a thief.
All right, good. The point is definitely. Yeah, man. Yeah, man.
Everyone, don't get on it.
Thanks for calling in, right? There's a definitely powerful point that you made, and we're gonna analyze what you said. Now we're analyzing that. Yeah, the Win Party has been around for a short period of time. Point that he made, point that I made, right? And they've been one of the largest supporters of the P.P.P. for longer than they would have had or would have established their own political movement. Now, I'm not saying that they got to make sure that they got their own political movement for as long as they were supporting the P.P.P. before they could be in a situation to contest for the presidential seat. But right now, with all of these things going on, we can't put a person that was close and buddy with a person like this about to make this big so we could hear what the Attorney General had to say about, look, I don't like call us colorable, but I'm speaking so persons could understand. All right? Look what the Attorney General had to say about black people in Guyana. Let me listen.
Afro-Guyanese brothers and sisters, they are telling Afro-Guyanese brothers and sisters that you must vote for your ancestors at this election. Comrades, your ancestors are great, but they died 450 years ago. We say, vote for your children, vote for your future, vote for your country, vote for yourself. Comrades, because they claim that you are fighting, they are fighting for your rights. They are your leaders. They are fighting to protect your freedoms. That is what they have been telling you. But your freedom includes a freedom to support a political party of your choice. But whenever you try to exercise that very freedom that they say they are protecting for you, from the time you try to exercise that freedom, they insult you. They call you big batty African.
Yeah, I'll hear in this. Who does call anybody any big batty African? Or there's a new term you want to put out for people disrespect people and say, why would you repeat something like that from behind the podium? You have no respect for people. You have no respect, especially for the women of a particular demographic. You have no respect, Mr. Annie. Let me listen to it right there again, see I could understand. These is the people that you have to keep far from certain positions of power. This is the same person that was clueless earlier last year when they had that whole back and forth with the whole situation with the word Negro. He had a problem with it being removed from the words that are permitted in certain forums. He had a problem with it being removed, right? And now here he is calling people big BT Africans, right? Like, how did we come to this level? How did we get here in 2025? How we get here? My Indo-Guyanese brothers and sisters, how we get here in 2025? Why we got forgot these type of thing going on every election? Listen to this.
For you, from the time you try to exercise that freedom, they insult you. They call you big batty African. They call you house slaves. They call you the nastiest thing. Well, I want you to tell them that the national hero of this country is Coffee. And Coffee was a proud and upstanding house slave. Nothing wrong with being a house slave.
Y'all hearing now? Y'all just heard what the Attorney General is saying. If he has those thoughts within him to be expressed in words, that there's nothing wrong with being a house slave, do you, as Black Guyanese, think that there's nothing wrong with being a person who's oppressed to serve a master without no payment, and where a person can take your child and do whatever they want with them, where a person can take you, your wife, and do whatever they want with y'all, and then y'all gotta go back into your married house and act like it didn't happen? Do you want to tell people that it is okay that that level of oppression would make sense? This is what we hearing, you know. As long as you're hearing a person articulate certain things, it got to mean that they had to think about that, you know. He had to think about that, you know. He had to put that as a part of his speech to present, you know. No respect at all for persons, and I want persons to understand why these people are not suited to run the country. And that's why I said that Team Green is the best, because for years, before the sanctions, you nearly no split with the leader of Team Blue and them. Before the sanctions, they ain't got no split. All right? He was supporting people with these kind of mindset.
Imagine they say to you that you must be empowered, and they are right. You must be empowered. Every Guyanese must be empowered. And one of the best way of empowering a people is to give them land. What land did they give to you from 2015 to 2020? Tell me, what land? Afro-Guyanese brothers and sisters, they are telling Afro-Guyanese brothers and sisters.
You hear the man say? It's okay. There's nothing wrong with being a house slave. What's so wrong with being a house slave? Says the person who that was never attributed to. Says the person whose ancestors never had to go through that level of disrespect, that level of oppression, that level of sufferation. He don't see no problem with slavery. He sees no problem with slavery. You hear for yourself. It's not last year he said up. It's not last week he said up. It's not last month he said up. It's a few days ago that was said. That's the mindset of the person till now. Didn't care about the fact that they were calling us Negroes in 2024. Has a problem with the fact that persons are standing up for justice for a child that they would have unalived in all types of suspicious manner within a hotel. They put the child back in the pool, right? Claiming that the child was there all along. When people start to protest it, then now they create a false flag so they could lock up everybody who was outside there. And all kind of situations that we're hearing. But you're thinking that it's only melanated people. You think it's only Afro-Guyanese alone suffering. Oh, no, it's not we alone. It's a thing where the situation is all around. But some persons are afraid to speak out. But this brother right here had enough. And this is what he had to say.
Good morning, my fellow people of Region 9 and fellow Guyanese. I come to speak the truth.
Bridget, welcome into the live. Sheila, thanks for tuning in. Brenda, thanks for tuning in. Everybody that's in the live right now, ladies and gentlemen, if you haven't already taken a couple of seconds, please and kindly thumbs up this live. Let everyone be updated with everything that's being presented right here on Delta Saturdays. And I thank every single person that can hear me right now, wherever in the world you are right now. I thank you for tuning in right here on Delta 90.
And get myself clear out of this mess that my business is in. The bus service is run by 3 brothers. Unfortunately, one had to make a rational decision yesterday evening, and it didn't.
Now, what's this brother talking about? For who don't know, guess what we're going to do? This brother is trying to clear up a situation that took place with this bus company that put people out in the middle of nowhere, right? And let her find a way to get to wherever they gotta get to because they were supporting a particular political party, right? Let me listen to what's going on right there.
Yeah.
Now understand, it's not only melanated people is being oppressed in this place, you know. There's a whole lot of foolishness going on in this place. Could you imagine putting people out in this rural area? Anything could happen to them. They have young children with them and all kind of thing. But if you only make a step and say anything in opposition in Guyana, it seems like treatment like this and other things is headed your way.
Just move off your boss and let them stranded. And no one tell me I can give you me honest advice, and you can take it or not take it, right?
Mm-hmm.
We're going on there right now. Gotta stop and you gotta move away. And that and you gotta. I know it's the PL, but
Mm-hmm.
you gotta look at long term. Don't look at short term business. If you understand, because you know that we're gonna come afterwards.
Yeah.
Victimization gonna come afterwards. They're gonna blackball your businesses. We're gonna come afterwards because you choose to take a run with persons that's going to the win to support win party. Guess what? If you only carry them there, bye. Problems for you little boss service after. But let me listen what's going on here. And the one guy needs to understand that if they don't make a stand come September 1st, these situations is gonna get worse. Because if they're to get back into these positions of power, they will use that power to victimize any person that would have stood against them in opposition. Let me hear some more of what people got Facebook.
Well, there's no. Now I getting a call. Now I getting from somebody.
No, correct. I get a call. Because the man know I know grieves, right?
You see, real thing, homie. The majority of Guyanese have the same skin tones, so you have no need to use that word. Real thing. Got no need to be using no derogatory words. No derogatory words against nobody. I think racism is one of the most foolish things you could be. I think if you're a racist, is one of the most foolish things that you could be. You understand? Because as you look at me right now on your screen, right? You might want to be prejudiced against me because of I look, say, well, it's black man, whatever, right? But if you're to see my great-grandmother, you would wonder, how does your great-grandmother, right? As clear as anything else and here straight as anything else. That's why I'm telling you racism is stupid. People who are racist, they really don't be thinking too far to understand certain things. You understand? We have Indian persons in our family as well. So who would find time to saying that you got time to disrespect people because of how they look? You got time for the over at Delta 9 Media. Let's see what this caller has to say. Greetings, caller. You're on to Delta 9 Media Live.
Hi, good evening. I'm watching a show. I normally watch it here and there.
Yes.
But tonight, catch me up with that uncle. He is racist. He's governor of the show. He is racist. So don't, please, I'm telling you, I'm a black guy who lives out here.
Yeah.
I ain't interested in my country, okay?
Yeah.
I ain't interested in my country. I'm telling my family not to vote for him. Okay? He was in the P.P.P all along. There's a big shop. There's a big shop altogether.
See?
Because if he wins, he's gone back with the P.P.P.
Yeah, but the thing is this, even if he don't win and he gets into parliament, he's going to use those seats to railroad what's going on with the opposition. There won't be no opposition in parliament when anything is to really be done.
Right. Because I listened to his speech. He just running me cars for run state. He ain't got no head for run. We got 2 feet.
You know the man got a lot of money. The man got a lot of money and he has some understanding as to just how persons move when you give certain things and you do it for a number of years. So you understand how charity works.
Listen to me. This I want the Guyanese young folks to listen. This comparing him with Trump. Trump is a businessman. Trump is not running this country on his own. He has his Republicans, his people, his advisors. Who does he have for advising? The P.P.P.
Yes. Yes.
You understand what I'm telling you, brother?
Yeah. So it's a full front game, like if it's a controlled opposition.
When he go back, how many money that he spent, listen to me, how many money he spent, he think he spent out of his own heart. He knows to get back in there, he can make much other money and triple double. You understand me?
Definitely.
He spend the money just expensive, getting this business house, business house. I am not saying everybody having better. How many houses better and give back to black people?
Yeah. Real thing.
How many cars he give the black people? What he donated, it means in the black people. But what's the percentage?
See?
How many people he give business to? The majority is Indians. It's just using the black people, but to the big what the disease, the affect with their thing.
Yeah.
So was the big show, so was the propaganda.
Yeah.
You hear anything more, brother?
I telling you. A whole lot of propaganda, and a person just pointing out this to me. Brenda is saying this, right? They are trying for you to believe that Muhammad and them are at war. Don't fall for it. Listening to that just reinforces my belief.
Thank you.
That it all is staged.
You.
So
I want anybody to answer me. How much time before this year, when the friendship coming with everybody Muhammad, the son and the father, how many times?
Yep.
We hear it in the public right now.
And look, I know persons are paying attention, but notice that it's opposition strongholds. They're choosing to do all of their last minute rallies. Because remember, the opposition is win region 4 all the time. Where are they keeping their last rally? And where was one of their largest rallies recently now in Linden? So if they really are trying to go against the P.P.P, wouldn't they would have kept their last rallies for other places? And wouldn't they would have go to another region to keep their final rally? They're trying to weaken the opposition. Because the opposition always win region 4.
Another thing, the Guyanese are noticing now. England, any P.P.P stronghold, you know.
Yeah.
It couldn't add the opposition stronghold.
Yeah.
Okay. But we got to pray, keep putting pressure, both for the palm. Okay? None of them would in the A.P.N.U, and that's no black place or no red ink for anyone in documents. Them clean.
Yep.
Then we go over now to the wing. Who got the history for them? Who got the history for the P.P.P?
The P.P.P got a whole lot of conversation and a whole lot of files that they could expose on what's going on with Win and the leader Win, but they can't, because if they do, it's gonna connect them as well. That's what's going on. Two people trying for one hand, trying to wash the other hand, and using Guyanese as the fools to do it. That's what's going on right there.
You know, I listened to a guy come out and he's talking, and he's not racial and everything. Okay? Yeah. Then we put one or two brothers, because I think you got a little more heady, right?
Yeah.
He said, he's not racist, he's not this, he's not this. And he's acting with, listen, I want you to take my mind and take police or something. He's a put Win And if we get it, and he do what he have to do, he gonna create a storm. How you create a storm when the man done there? Tell me for heaven's sake. Whatever I'm with the black people, the man done there, he got to put 75 years. You don't take care of their right as soon as you're doing the right. You don't take care of that.
I tell you. Very, very insightful. Very insightful comments, Carl, and I want to thank you for calling in. And
thank you.
Definitely you have a great rest of the day. I'm happy that persons are calling in and voicing their opinions about these things. It's important that the world understand that Guyana is standing up against this control opposition situation that they're trying to create. But you know what's going to happen? Yes, thank you for calling in. And you have a great rest of the day. You too. You see? But the thing is this, you know what's going to end up happening? As the one team up, both of them could team up, right? And put itself in a position, the opposition, and the majority coming in for the A.P.N.U and the other parties that's going to come together and definitely put Guyana in a place where it could really see real progress and really have a win. Because listen, don't let these two people roll you and put you in a situation where you got another 5 years of this level of corruption, you know. And Brenda, after you just pull that string and turn on that light, there's making I watch this other situation, you know. That's why I like Team Delta in the comment section, people who's calling in and everything, because you hear that very insightful point that you made right there, Brenda. It's making I look at this situation now and saying, but wait, this might be an Operation False Flag too. This might be another false flag, right? This might be another situation where they're trying to gaslight us as if they have some real opposition between the blue and the red. That's what they might be trying to do. And the fact that that's the situation is even more for us to analyze. But let's get through this video so that persons could, you know, at least be aware of what went down there. Then we're going to hear from a person that's connected to the travel agency and what they had to say about this.
And the man tell me straightforward, I don't do business with Greaves no more, and and if I do that, you understand, and then they can do what they gotta do. Now, let me tell you something. The man ain't gonna know if I go where you there with right now. Right? Right? You can get 5 seats, whatever it is, but let me tell you, if I was you, how much boss y'all got up there right now with them?
5 boss gone out.
How much you pay y'all?
They deal with the drivers them there. I gotta get them back to them.
Here now, yeah, you need to give it.
See what Isaskar is saying? Isaskar, one of the 12 tribes of Israel. This is what he's saying. We need to stop dividing ourselves into categories based on ethnicity and skin color. We are all one, and together we will win. All win. And together we will all win. Politics is an instrument used to confuse nations. Big up yourself. Isaskar. Thanks for tuning in. And thanks for dropping that insightful comment. Let me read some more of these comments that persons are dropping into the comment section. Racism is a lie. It cannot exist. Fact is, and this is what P.A. is saying, P. Alicock is saying this, one of our insightful moderators is saying racism is a lie. It cannot exist. Fact is, for racism to be possible requires 2 or more races to exist. Luckily, only the human race exists on earth. Discrimination, hate, bias, etc. is what exists. As what they calling as the different races, it's them type of thing people willing in their mind. Discrimination, hate, and bias for certain things. That's what is existing. Not no real difference in the race. It's just different, you know, because of the way that we might appear. But really our appearance is because if you think about it, God doesn't duplicate. Nature doesn't duplicate. Every single thumbprint is different. Every eye is different. Why would you expect everyone to look the same? That's not how divinity works. Divinity is about abundance. It's not about lack. Divinity moves in abundance. And that's what we're seeing right in front of our face.
instructions, you and grief, the boss them gotta move off. Just move off your boss and let them stranded. I know I'm telling y'all, I can't beg for y'all when the time is too late, you understand? Because I can't tell you, I think griefs don't tell you who call, right?
Yeah.
And for that, them man, again, I can't say too much, but if I was you, move the boss and send me the picture. And so that would show them loyalty. You understand my point?
Well, the bosses, I can't get on to the bosses. Well, we're going out in the village right now. We gotta wait when they come back in.
Yeah.
The man think they got the world of sense, right? So they could create a false flag, right? Persons are gonna be up in commentary and up in arms about the things that's taking place. All the while you strengthen their foundation to help them to push that narrative for their false opposition. They sit down and think that they're so clever, right? But we're analyzing it, and what I'm telling persons is be very aware, Team Delta. Be very, very aware of the things that's going on in the country right now and for the next week to 2 weeks, because there's going to be a lot more Operation False Flag. A lot more. We just heard the fact that people did a false flag operation, recorded it so that it could send people now into an uproar and give them the possibility that they could run out and put more than 500 people in jail for terrorism. We just saw the Honorable Mr. Todd and the Honorable Ms. Brooms doing what they can do to render assistance to those persons that was wrongfully imprisoned. I'm telling you, this situation has to come to a conclusion. We would have had enough, seen enough. Nobody can sell me no more dreams that they're going to do this and they're going to do that. When they're going to stop doing things like this, whether it's a situation where the persons were really and truly victimized and had to leave the bus, or even if it's another Operation False Flag, it's still a situation where you're beginning to put things out in the media that could cause problems. And we gotta ask ourselves, how could you trust persons like that?
Yeah, but when they come back in, the damage is on. You understand? Yeah, I think I start link for the boss about it.
No, all is now we personal bosses for Ghana.
No, but whatever is your personal boss, move off, save yourself. The other drivers, them, you shouldn't really care about that at this point.
Good. Yeah, two of the bosses, we personal boss. I go
and pull them off and send me the picture, and then I can say, hey, you understand my point?
Good.
Well, right? I can take it over from here, sir. When we are finished, I can go and take it over.
But listen, you need to send me the picture ASAP. The damage is already done. That's why the man in answering, you say, are you an answer? You see?
So are you an answer me?
Exactly, because the damage is already done. The only way you can salvage this is move away you boss what that agrees on it, right? And like I said, chief, look, the man move away and the man said they didn't know that they did get payment and they didn't know was when somebody book it through a third party. That's the most I can do for you, you understand?
Alright, but I can try to forget on to all the drivers that went up.
You got to save yourself at this point, long term. All the man gotta do is just shut your business down, you know that, right?
Good, I come in out the sandpit and I get to the bus.
You come out the sandpit and go and send me the picture, and that will salvage the reputation, because let them stranded, don't fucking care about them. They after this, after Monday, they got anything for Guyana after that?
Alright, chief, I don't.
There's a number of things that we could contemplate on there, Wumi. There's a number of things we could analyze about that, Wumi. Because really and truly, a lot of the persons that are allegedly brought on these so-called slave ships into slavery, that in itself is another Operation False Flag. And we're going to get into that because a lot of the persons that they're claiming that they brought from Africa were already in Guyana. The real Native Americans, right? The real persons that are native to that region. People like me and others with this phenotype. So it's a situation where there's a lot of history that needs to be clarified about this triangular slave trade. And I'm going to clarify it right here, but I'm just waiting for the elections finish so we could pay real attention to it, and we're going to break it down and we're going to analyze the scholarship and all of that so that persons could understand what's really going on in front of our faces, right? Let's listen some more about what's going on right here.
I'm trying to start out now.
Yeah.
I agree, friend, so I can look out for me really care about winner or whatnot, but again, I mean care about what money I'll make, but it ain't worth the trouble, buddy. Do that, send the pictures to me and I can send it to the man and solve it the situation. You understand?
Good. Chief, I will see you. I'll get all the boss back in compound.
If y'all don't do that and left them stranded, right? Basically, they want to leave them stranded. They don't want. You understand my point? If y'all don't do that, I can't do back business with y'all. 1, 2, it gonna be punishment afterwards.
Y'all hear what's going on the ground, bro. That is what's going on. If y'all don't do this, there's gonna be problems and there's gonna be punishment. Punishment. What's the punishment for big man? I want to know them beat your pockets. Greetings, you're on to Delta 9 Media Live.
Shalom, my brother.
Shalom, shalom.
Yes, my brother. I can't wait for the election to finish for you to have this conversation that you just speak of. Because a lot of people do not understand. Archaeologists are saying that we, my people, my race, black people, are the oldest people. We're the first people on earth. How is it possible? History has lied to us. Whatever they teach us in school is not true. And it's not true. And I cannot wait for this conversation because I will join in with you.
It's gonna be at least a 2 weeks or more, 2 weeks or more for us to just break into the information because there's so much history we got to get into and reverse.
So much history. So much history that is false. It's actually false because if you look at it, they have never shown us no slave trade ship in America.
No.
You cannot see these ships. Where is these ships that you claiming that blacks came on and went to America?
And
that means that we were there.
We were
there.
And the thing is, our brother Van Sertima, Dr. Ivan Van Sertima, would have presented information to prove some of this before already. Our brother that lived right there, our son of the soil, right? Already put out this scholarship before, world-renowned scholar, Dr. Van Sertima, put it out already. And we're going to get into some of that. Thanks for calling in, Carla, and for highlighting that information. Brother. All right?
Let's vote for RP, brother.
Definitely.
We're going green. Green.
Yep. Palms up. Palms up. Definitely, that's the move.
I am not falling for Muhammad trick.
No, you can't.
Muhammad, I know what you're doing. Exactly what you do in Barbados. This is what you're trying to do.
Yep.
You went to Barbados because she taught you what to do. Created this fake third party.
Yes.
All of a sudden, now you and Irfan Ali is okay.
You guys got beef. Yeah.
They're doing all these bad things to you, Muhammad, and you are not saying nothing. You are not jabbing back. You are not doing nothing bad to them.
Notice no more information. No more information come off the phone. No more information come off the phone. No more information come off the phone. You just show you the stuff for the car, nothing else. Yeah.
They're doing all kind of craziness to you, Muhammad. All these craziness they're doing to your supporters, but you just sitting there and not coming out and saying nothing. And you think that I must not think outside the box, Muhammad?
Yep.
I'm telling you, brother, I'm thinking outside the box, bro. You are with the P.P.P.
Yeah, and after the Operation False Flag, what they do with the whole situation that went down with Adriana when they put persons out there to stage protests and for stage unrest so that they could arrest people and get them terrorism charges, people got to contemplate on that too. They got to contemplate that there's more false flag they do and they're not going to plan one alone. What's next? What is next?
Brother, we have an uneducated nation, okay, in Guyana. And this is why Muhammad is, one thing I can tell you that I can give him praise for is to bring in the young people out to vote. Because I think the young people, even if he wasn't in this race, they would not have come out and support. Or if they do, they would have choose to sell their soul and their life to the P.P.P.
You know what's happened? You know what's happened, Carlos? From since we young, right? They keep telling you politics is a dirty game. Politics is this, politics is this, politics is that. But if you don't analyze for yourself and you don't realize the importance of understanding the civics in your nation, understanding what's going on with politics in your nation, because it's affecting every single thing that's going on with you. As long as you're living in a country, the politics will affect you. You understand? So why not be up to date and play a part in that?
But even a bank loan has to do with politics.
Yeah.
I don't care what guy needs to
It does. It does.
I don't care what no guy needs to me.
It does.
If you want a bank loan from the bank, it has to do with politics.
It does.
And it has to do with the ethnicity race. Your race and everything. Because I am telling you this. I am speaking to East Indian people on TikTok, and they're telling me they got this percentage of interest compared to black people.
Yeah.
And I'm telling you, it's all about politics.
Yeah, and the thing is that what persons gotta realize too, that Guyana is the place for them to get the sweet that they're looking for. Because right now, all of the first world nations around the world got a problem with migration and immigration. So they shouldn't be thinking, oh, I could left and I could go here, I could go there. Because why would you want to go live as an immigrant when you're from one of the wealthiest nations in the world? I know why. It's because of the oppression that's going on the ground. Things like what we're hearing right here going on with people, where people getting victimized because of their perspective. Politically, it's sad. It's sad.
Yeah, what Sheriff did, that's not nice, brother. That's not nice, man. And you know what? I'm glad. Now he's trying to distance himself this morning, saying that he did not get no confirmation from the P.P.P. He just tell his drivers to do that. Brother, if you think that these people should come out and vote for the P.P.P. with what they did there, what they did, brother, you don't have a heart. You leave these people in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah, anything could happen to them. People could have come up after and do anything to them because they know where they at and they know they're stranded. It's so sad, bro.
Those Venezuelans could come out and wipe these people off the arch.
You wouldn't know nothing.
Telling you, they
wouldn't know nothing about it. Yeah.
They could have been attacked by a jaguar, snake. So many of them could have came out there. They don't even know where they were. Like, how could we get back? I think that's a good one, brother. Continue the program.
Yeah, man. Thanks for calling in and thanks for being a part of the live, right? You have a great one. You see, people calling in, people analyzing this thing from a real place, and realizing that the green is the team to make a real significant change in the country. Let's hear some of what the person that is supposedly, allegedly, the owners of the very bus company that was just a part of that situation. The year we're going on right here.
And fellow Guyanese, I come to speak the truth and get myself clear out of this mess that my business is in. The bus service is run by three brothers. Unfortunately, one had to make a rational decision yesterday evening, and it didn't turn out nice for the bus service. The bus service is owned and run by Franklin Greaves.
How is that a rational decision? That's rational for left people stranded. In other countries, if you do something like that, the type of lawsuit where you would get put out of business, buddy. Because you can't do that to people as long as they pay fair. You got to give them the service, and you definitely can't leave them stranded like that. But let me listen.
Dylan Greaves and Jared Greaves. Unfortunately, we never tie up ourselves with politics. We never get involved in politics before. But yesterday, I get a call for a paid job, and my aim was to get the job done. I distribute the job as I would normally do to all the drivers in the service. I just distribute the job out to the bus drivers. In a group, we just discuss it. Hello guys, the work is out there. Bam, let's go about doing it. It's a paid work and get it done and off with it. However, Dylan as an owner, he works with Amir Ahmad, which is the owner of Sheriff Security or Sheriff Constructions, because Dylan do some construction work with him. Out of the blue, the guys, the bus drivers was carrying out the work. Dylan get a a threatening call, a real threatening call that he run to me panicking. He run to me panicking, call up and said, if we need to save our bus service, we need to do it by the time for, we need to do it now so we could save our bus service, or else we won't have a bus service by time tomorrow morning. That was his exact words. I was shocked. I asked Dylan on what grounds, who will shut us down within less than 24 hours. However, he go about all the explaining, the calls and the threats and the calling. He eventually joined me in on a three-way call, and that is the recording that is out there. I played it calm as a normal businessman, played it calm and said, okay, I'm gonna see how I deal with it. Unfortunately, I left about to continue my business as usual. Dylan took it upon himself and tried to clear his name. He's working for Amir Ahmad, Sheriff Construction. And I don't know what was the arrangement, if it was just threats to get that video done. However, he went about behind, knowing to anyone from Greaves Transportation and Tours to do a video just for Amir Ahmad. Just for him, do a video and send it there. Unfortunately, he did the video. When the video was already done, we heard about it. With panic, we tried to get another vehicle to go get the passengers and get them to their destination. The video is already out. The voice recording of the phone call is already out. I'm just here to clear the story and to apologize to the people of Region 9, to my fellow Amerindian brothers and sisters out there. I am a son of the soil in the Region 9, as a businessman, plying my trade on a daily basis. I do a lot of advertisement on social media. I do a lot of reach outs. I try to reach out to the people. I do a lot for the people. Never intimidated by politics before. I always there for the people and put in my business force on a daily basis. I stand with support. Well, I stand in I would say in support, in trying to support my brother now after being pressured and intimidated to lose our only family business. Our only family business, we are pressured to lose it within 24 hours or within the next morning. By 10 tonight and tomorrow, I will no longer have our bus service will be gone. That's the exact words. So we acted, we in general panic. We panic and rational decisions was made that led to a terrible tarnish and victimized by the people and by the political party that is trying to victimize our service.
Yeah, all we're going on there. This thing is not a one-sided thing. It's not one demographic alone getting oppressed. You would have to be crazy to think that there's going to be oppression in a place and everyone is not going to be affected by the oppression that's going on in the place. We don't need 5 more years of this foolishness, man. You mean this man can't take whatever job he got to take to make his money, to pay his taxes, and to live as a law-abiding citizen? He has to now pick in accordance with who is in power. As long as it's not going against them, then it's good, and anybody going against them can't jump in your bus, or else they're going to close down your bus service. Yeah, here we're going on there. Oh, y'all think it's one person got to deal with it? Y'all think it's one situation like that? It is so much things going on. Oh, there's so much things we got to jump into Team Delta. We got to even get into this right there. Watch. Y'all remember that I had to walk out with GCOM? So we got to hear from the GCOM official, right? what really go on with them. But before we jump into that, let me hear from one more of our brothers about the hardships that he is facing because of the corruption that's going on in the country. I think it's one set of thing and one set of people got to go through it. Let me hear what's going on here. Because as we go in, you see I done got the colors on. I'm wearing the colors. I said team green is the team for September 1st for 2025 for right now, because guess what's Monday? It's Monday and I saying team green is the team. You know why I'm saying team green is the team? Because they're the largest party right now. They're the ones with the track record. And me, I'm a patriot. I don't support no political party all the time. The only thing that I support all the time is the nation and the persons that are part of that nation. That's how I look at it. But if there's a political party that is coming forward to run for the elections and they are the party that will help the people in the most ways, they're the party that will help to stymie some of this separation that people got to face, right? Is a level of oppression going on right now in Guyana that if you're playing with the cup, then everything for you could be. If you're playing with the cup, everything for you could be, right? Everything for you could be F up. Real thing. If you're playing with the cup. And you got to analyze it, because guess what? You might find yourself in a situation like this brother right here. And that's why we got to highlight it, because it's important that persons remember this going in to the elections.
I mean, so I sent down a container to Guyana, right? And so there's a broker. I'm not gonna name names yet, but I will. If my shit don't get squared away, I'm gonna name names. I'm gonna everything. All my calls are recorded. I have logs and I have everything. So this broker now, she got complete connection.
See what Isaskar is saying? Who supports your service? Is it the persons who call to make the threats or the people y'all put out to the bus? I telling you, Isaskar. And he said he make a rational decision. We're going to get back into this conversation with this other brother because he was victimized in another way, right? He was victimized in another way by the oppression. And that's a powerful, powerful point. How rational was his decision, Isaskar? You see, hey, Delta 9, Team Delta, big up yourself. You know what I'm saying? Big up yourself. Because when I come on this live, the insightful comments that's be shared, the callers and them things is be very, very insightful every time. I appreciate you being as the audience and we being able to build and share certain things. Big up yourself, Alan. Thanks for tuning in. Pinky, welcome into the live. Thanks for tuning in, Pinky, and for being a part of Delta Saturdays. But how rational his decision could be if the people them who supporting you putting out on the road because you're afraid of those that could close. Well, you see, the ones them that could close down his business is we really afraid of. I think he more afraid than anything else, because them man say, look, I close y'all down by tomorrow. And we see them do a lot of things to people already. The Honorable Mr. Best has a lot to say about the things them that he had to face with them and his business already. So we know that they're capable of doing certain things like that, allegedly. Let me jump into this right there with his brother officer.
Connections, like big time connections. Inside George Finance, the CEO in charge, an Indian lady, and she in cahoots. Now, the next thing is she got custom officers that well-known tree stripe, whatever stripe in her asshole, and she, they in cahoots. The cashier at GRA, also in cahoots. So this is what they do with you now. And this is robbing the country as a whole. They would, I guess there's a way to create an official document from the GRA, and they got the breakdown funds and whatnot. But they're able to share this information with that broker. So we never know broker make rules at GRA because GRA is in charge. So what she would do now, she would call in girls this or the front desk, the cashiers, and make a deal. You got the original GRA, going to be logged in the system. Then they're going to print out a fake one and give the customer. So if you got, I went in there, pay $500 or something, $1,000, right, in duty and taxes and whatnot. When GRA pull them file, only $300 or something, $1,000 they collect. Then she got me on a 1-2, right? Now she got me on a 1-2. Oh, you know, you can.
Gone with the boy. The gone with the for at least a cash grant. The gone with the.
You get pulled for 100% inspection. This conti you get pulled for 100 inspection when it's only steel. What did I say there? It's steel. That is it. So now she want me to pay her 1,000 bribe for so instead of the customs that she people I'm gonna I'm gonna get me container. Then they're gonna do them thing. This time there's no special inspection, nothing. And then she sent me another bill from GRA that I need to pay an additional 300, almost $400,000 in addition to that. There wasn't by fucking still right to Guyana. Now the bigger heads in GRA come down, quarry with the girls in the register, and they say, oh, this is not the only broker that do it. That there's a few brokers that do it. So people, if you get reevaluated, why GRA didn't tell me or tell the person, oh yeah, you pay this 500 something, there's more to pay. Everything clear, and now she got fired because that she trying to knock me without grease there. Yeah, a new broker now. Now we got a new broker. We went into the GRA, everything clear, ready to go. The lady, the CEO, John Fernandez, pull the receipt and hide it, and keep having my people up to end of day. And then, oh yeah, you don't have this, the file can't move. But we have copies of every document and we take pictures of everything. And this certain broker, I don't know, like she running GRA and customs and all this thing. I got damn names, I swear to God. This, y'all help me share this, because unless you have some big connection and this and that, regular man can't make it in a country there.
Yeah, we're going on there. Without the connection, it don't got nothing to do with complexion, demographic. If you're not a part of the corruption, right, then you can't make it, Cheryl. You can't make it in GT right now. You hear what the brother saying there? They're trying their best to make you pay a whole set of money that you don't need to pay. Why? Why you can't come and enjoy the sweet in the country like the Chinese businessmen? Why you can't come and do your thing and enjoy life where he's from? Why you got to deal with people like that? Every time you try to send home a barrel, you try to send home a container, you try to send home anything to do a little business, you send home your vehicle, all kind of thing, unless you got the connection, unless you could link up and say, yo, chief, the car come in. You know what I'm saying? You don't got them type of plug, buddy. If you are them plug, possibly you mightn't be in them situations. But listen to where you got to deal with. I'm telling you, as a businessman, that's hard. This real hard.
So now we so everything clear. Go to John Fernandez, the CEO. I play some game. One time she pull out the proof that we paid 500 something thousand and chuck it. Right? But again, we have copies. Give you the copy. Delay. Then during the lunch period, I guess the bosses are not around during that time. This certain custom officer went to GRA and logged back the original valuation that we owe, the revaluation that we owe $300 something thousand. Right? So they're gonna have us on a 1-2 now to stretch it out. So we're gonna have to pay the $70 US a day to and not be able to clear this container. So I need help. Share this. I need the bigger heads them to know, because how are you? Here's my point. How are you inviting people to come invest in the country, and then you have corruption at the GRA and the customs and these brokers? They're all in cahoots. You're inviting people like me and other people who I know to come in Guyana and invest a shitload of money to get robbed and overcharged. Again, corruption at the GRA, customs officers, and certain brokers.
You were going on there? You got frightened for do a thing in GT if you're an international businessman, but I wonder why. It shouldn't be like that. It shouldn't be like that. That shouldn't be the situation. Persons should have a way that they could easily go, do the business, make the money, and establish the country. You understand? These type of things turn people off, buddy. And why? Why you doing that to people? This is why I want to know. Could it be because he refused to do certain things, give certain kickback? The year we're going on.
You understand? And I'm gonna name them because apparently when you call this lady name, everybody's skin up their mind. Like she got some all these connections and who she know and family and so on. This is before election. I mean, so I send down a container to Guyana, right? And so there's a broker. I'm not gonna name names yet, but I will. If my shit don't get squared away, I'm gonna.
Is everybody and them got something right now? Everybody and them. When you think this situation is just business and it's just persons that, got to deal with them in a particular way, look here. Even down to Auntie Lola and them. Even Auntie Lola to tell them come downstairs. Auntie Lola to tell them come downstairs. You hear telling you? Because they're trying to oppress Auntie Lola, a mother of 4, a Guyanese sister, the Sile, one of the most popping artists right now in Guyana, right? the number of hits that she has, telling you, is very, very impressive. Now, a lot of persons might not agree with some of her lyrical content, but nonetheless, the impact that she's making in the music space right now is opening a lot of doors for Guyanese artists, male and female alike. Big up yourself, Lola. If you ever see this, definitely know that I'm one of your biggest fans, right? And I got a lot of other biggest fans in the house too. You know what I'm saying? The co-pilot is a big fan of your music as well. And listen to what Auntie Lola had to say right here. Two, a lot of persons in the ruling regime right now that's oppressing people on all levels. You just say they're asking the brother to pay a set of money that he really got to pay. Right? The fighting down people, even if they're traveling from one place to the next, they want to close down your bus service if you don't do what they tell you to do with your own thing. They own you and own you, boss man. There's a situation we're going on. Let me hear what Auntie Lola got to say.
To tarnish them. Like people who support him, if he's a public person, they're trying to tarnish you, they're trying to victimize you, they're trying to belittle you, they're trying to, it's all kind of thing they're doing. They're trying till I can't try no more. And guess what? I give up. I break my silence today. I break my silence 100% today. These people are some wicked sets of people. You know, all the years Melly Mel trolling them, Melly Mel talking about them. I used to keep out. I used to keep outering because she got she life to live, she got for know. And I said, girl, I don't jump on bandwagon with friends for whatever. But the girl knows what she's saying all the time. She knows what she's saying. But you know something? It's now I seeing it. It's now I seeing it. Nobody do not call me. Wicked sets of people.
I'm telling you. Even Auntie Lola and them got kicked off. Every opportunity that they got to flex their political power, to make persons do whatever they want them to do, it seems like there's a situation on the ground. It's either you do what we say or else. People coming on the platform and calling people big BT Africans. And then, you know what I'm saying? Guess what the conversation is going to be? So if now Anil is saying, why you didn't say something when the Honorable Dr. Hines was saying it? But let's understand the context in which both situations would have occurred, right? We got to understand the context. And that's the thing that we got to make sure that we focus on. Let me hear some more of what Auntie Lola has to say right here.
The reason why I come today to say this, because if y'all gonna do what y'all did by reporting me to the US because Mr. Muhammad offered me help, and well, how much percent of the population help as well? Y'all in Guyana and carry their name, bullying people, all these things y'all doing. Y'all in carrying people's name to the US. The other people y'all choosing the public figures. People like we got enough followers on social media. Like me, for instance, probably Dagi, whoever, Fata, all we victimizing. We ain't supposed to talk to somebody, or we ain't supposed to, like, everybody and the grandmother know that me and Muhammad don't do no kind of business. None. I beg just like everybody else. I beg just like everybody else. Why y'all put down my name to put on me name, send me name into the US so that I could guess why you feel critics is going on the way with it going on so confident. Why you feel he going on so confident? He going on confident because he knows that they're just waiting for me to jump on a flight to America so that they could do the same thing that they did with Odessa Primo. People that is public. And everybody know that me and Mohammed, I don't even see Mohammed. I don't even be around Mohammed. I don't even know nothing but Mohammed. I don't know nothing about Mohammed. Nothing. Me, this man never a business deal. Nothing. But confident. He going on confident because. And the reason why I was staying in my corner, and don't worry, for this whole election thing, I'm picking sides and all that, because me personally, if I tell you the honest gospel truth, I don't involve myself in politics. I do not. Period. And the way all these people wrote me at the press conference, they're calling me name. That they ain't call. What are you calling me name for? I just stay at home, mom, trying. Why y'all trying to bring me down? I was already brought down a few years ago. And I overcome that. Y'all gonna gain with me. I don't like see when black people striving. Y'all taking bread out of people's mouth. Y'all taking bread out of people's mouth. This is why y'all gotta come out. Y'all gotta get them out. Get them out. I don't care what y'all try for cancel and what shows y'all try for cancel for me, what y'all try for do. I had enough of it. Because when you're on their side and you're playing with them, it's a problem. It's a big problem when you're playing on their side. Them is bullies. Well, not for me. I was dead for me rights. And no government is victimizing me. P.P.P. See? Get. I never want them come out and disrespect y'all, or never want them come out and say nothing about y'all with nothing. But y'all carry me name for embassy so that I would not get into the US. Why you feel critics so confident on all right, but oh God, I waiting. This is the same thing I want to like what they do Odessa. The same thing he wants to do, like what he did to Odessa, is the same thing he wants to do to me. But let me tell you something. I am a very smart, intelligent lady, and I play stupid on this app for catch dunce like I. When I done with y'all, y'all gonna ever sorry. Y'all don't play with me. Don't play with me. I never went in them people country. I never commit a crime in them people country. And I don't know why y'all victimizing people and forcing people to be on y'all team.
I telling you. Juliism at its best. Melissa, welcome into the live. Melissa is saying, one thing I don't like is that people support the P.P.P. until they do something to them personally. They don't care about all the dirty things they doing to others. How was she still a P.P.P. after Adriana? I telling you, Melissa, very, very powerful point. Powerful point. But nonetheless, it's good that she's finally getting a chance to understand what people be talking about. So she eyes is open now to the level of oppression and victimization that's going on in the country. One after the next, after the next, after the next. All kind of corruption. We hearing about snakes on a plane. I know about the movie Snakes on a Plane. I know people that's be on a plane. I know Delta 9 Media, we is getting bored in early in the morning or the boarding of the flight and you see people walking on a plane. But I hear this conversation about horses on a GDF plane. Horses on a GDF plane. What race horse doing on a GDF plane? But they can't find themselves in places where they need the support and where they need that type of equipment to do certain things for the very country. We here in the plane transferring racers. Who resource is this? We got to jump into that. We got so much to deal with right here on Delta Saturday. So if you ain't thumbs up this live yet, make sure you thumbs up the live, ladies and gentlemen. Whether you're watching us live right now or you're going to watch this in the future on the rewind, thumbs up the live. Let everybody be able to see what's going on in Guyana so they could be abreast with all the real trending and important information as we move into 2025 elections on Monday. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks to everyone in the live right now.
Y'all need to be like, y'all so like fish out the water. Y'all got to humble yourselves. If I only tell y'all the bottom of these stories that I got to talk about these people.
What is this? 8PH? If that's what that's supposed to be. I know if I pronounce that title there. But I can just 8. Jagdeo said that A. Mohammed is trying to save his you know what by getting into parliament. Who believe this? I think a number of people believed about it. And it's clear to see because that would be one of the things then that, could make there be a bit more leniency towards what's going on with the sanctions. Maybe. But let's see what happens. And guess what? We ain't even contemplating on that. What we're contemplating on right now is the fact that the Green is the best team to run the country. This is what we're talking about right here. We're talking about Team Green. We're talking about the oppression that's going on right now in the country under the P.P.P. and the oligarchy that they're trying to create. The oppressive situations that people got to face. The fact that you can't even ply your trade as an artist, as a businessman. If you got a little bus company, you see what's going on right there. Operation False Flag, 500 people in jail on fake charges, terrorism charges at that, right? Maduro and his situation and the implications with people in the country and in high-ranking parts of these parties. The sanctions that don't come down on the P.P.P. and on Team Win. You understand? On Mr. Mohammed, which is a part of Team Win or the leader for Team Win. So let me correct that statement. You understand? The sanctions that would have came down, that would affect both of these parties because remember, May was a part of the P.P.P. when the sanctions them come down. So, yeah, see what's going on there. Is a high level of corruption and oppression. It can't be everybody's wrong. Everybody's talking something. All of this is AI. Everybody making up what they're doing to them. People just want to set things like this. No, this is what's going on. This is what people got to face on a daily basis.
I mean, talking about what nobody say, talking about what they do to me. What they're doing. I don't business. I don't care anymore. Me, I don't have no business. I never be wrong. This man is. So I call him my friend because he helped me out. He would give me word of advice, some support. Sometimes when I'm feeling down or whatever business advice and everything on the phone, and that's it. The man is a good man. Why feel you so threatened? Are you running up and down like fish out the water? Are you so threatened?
I telling you, well, we hear what Auntie Lola to say. Auntie Lola, so listen, I come downstairs, we had enough of what going on with her. You know what I'm saying? We had enough of what going on with y'all reporting me to embassy. Y'all trying to pull me down, take food out of me, I'm cheering them out. All kind of things y'all hear Auntie Lola just have to say right there. What y'all think about her? Guess what, Team Delta? Let's see what's going on in the comment section right now. Cuba was sanctioned by America for decades. Mohammed, sanctions are not going away soon. Annette, that's a very powerful point. So what's going to happen if you have a person that got them level of sanctions upon them and they're a part of your parliament and they're a part of your government? That don't make no sense. We don't need that. Why do we need that? Is there some amount of expertise that's going to come with that? No. A person can help the same way that they can help. Now, by not compromising the entire nation, by putting themselves into certain places of power with those type of sanctions on them. If the sanctions are removed, then we could look and say, okay, the US now would have seen reason to remove these sanctions. So there might be another thing for us to analyze as it relates to T. Mohammed. But right now the sanctions them are still there and they're still the same on T. Mohammed, on Mr. Mohammed, and on May Thomas. Right? It's serious. It is a serious thing and we can't play no games with it. Plus, look what's going on upon your screen. Look what's going on upon your screen, man. Like make myself small so I could see what taking place. Hey, look what's going on. What we looking at right here? What we looking at right here is another level of corruption going on, buddy. It's another level to the corruption. Watch this. See it for yourself. You gotta see this for yourself.
Here, this is a horse being stuffed onto the GDF Sky van in Letem. Let me explain what's going on here. So, a concerned citizen would have sent this footage in that's showing these horses. They're arriving at the airport. These horses came over from Brazil. Some Brazilians delivering it. And you will see that the horses are extracted from their carrying vehicles, whatever, and stuffed onto a waiting plane that's using army personnel. Right now, we have people that have been kidnapped at the border. The army are not rescuing them. The government are using them to move race horses. Race horsing is a multi-billion-dollar business, right? It's a multi-billion-dollar industry. And it's one of the top ways for people that steal money to hide it. Not only that, but VPAC and Forward Guyana Movement are going to be raising this issue with international bodies that govern racing and race horses. Okay, because this here, you're seeing there's no vet, there is no customs, there is no immigration, there is no border control. They seem to have bypassed all of these things. There is no quarantine facility. These horses have somehow been allowed straight over the border. There are databases for race horses. There are DNA databases. There are people that track the breeds. Okay, this is something, just once again, we're being shown that some people have to follow the law, and for others, they do not have to follow the law. And in case anyone is wondering when this was filmed in particular, you could see those flags down there. All this corruption is happening right between Irfan Ali's two flags. So it's a number of race horses, and this has been happening for a few days. This is just one of the days. So they've brought a number of these horses into the country. It's anyone's guess as to where they're going to go. But as we've seen in other countries, what government officials do is they might invest in a racehorse, and then a race is stacked, or they're racing the horse, and that's how they turn around and say they can account for the hundreds of millions and sometimes billions of dollars that they know they have stolen from the state. It's a classic thing. So right now, we would like clarification from the Guyana Defense Force as to how its officers and equipment that has been bought with taxpayers' money and assets of the state have been used to facilitate the movement of race horses that came over the border and have not been subject to any of the regular checks and balances, and facilitated their movement to Georgetown and other locations. So the government must give account for what is going on under its watch. And the real tragedy is the officers that are being used to move these horses, the people that they call hungry bellies and spirits. When they go to the border, they are given onion stew to eat. Sometimes they don't have proper rations for days, yet they're moving multi-million-dollar horses in these vehicles, in their aircraft. That is wild. You know, some people still say there's no corruption in Guyana. Even when it's got 4 legs, it goes nay and it's getting stuffed into the back of an army skyvan. Let's talk about this horse smuggling racket right here. This is a horse being stuffed onto the GDF skyvan in Letem.
Who's next? What is next for Guyana, buddy? This looks like an episode of Queen of the South. We was just watching there. What going on in our country? Why this type of thing from your blink is there some new corruption going on? So now race are being smuggled in on the army plane and them thing. Listen, the phone lines is open. This is the number on the screen. Right? Feel free to call in, send in your voice notes. Let's have a conversation about these things. These things like, what's next? What's next? What is next for our beautiful country? Why we got to deal with all of these things, man? Why we got to hear about all of these levels of corruption? From your look around, it's something new, something underhanded, right? And it's usually connected to certain persons. It's usually connected to certain persons over and over again, over and over again. Now, this is another recent situation that's been trending. Now, these situations, we see already happening in Mocha, and we see these situations happen in other parts of the country where people's property is destroyed with claims of infrastructural development, allegedly. Jamin, big up yourself. Welcome into the live. Thanks for tuning in. So cowboys need horses. I telling you. Let's see what's going on. What's this question? Oh me, are you saying Guyana would not allow that to happen? Is this a problem with my people? You guys just impede yourselves. Just getting into some of the comments there. I'm trying to figure out who it was. I'm guessing I'll catch up in a little while as to what's going on.
Let me lay that right in this house. I miss there right in the same house. Let's baby dead right in here. This guy could go for all news. Are we not getting nowhere for Guyana? Anything after this is. I know, but nothing. Let's baby. Put it on you. I can't broke with. You have a pan you. I can't broke up with house money. Me like down for my bed.
Another homeless person, another set of people now got to find themselves in situations in one of the wealthiest countries in the world. I wonder if there's going to be any support for them coming in from social services and everything. Look at what's going on right there, Team Delta. These is the things that persons definitely should be remembering and focusing on as they move into the September 1st elections. How much times we see situations like this over and over going on in our beautiful country, where our brothers and sisters are left homeless because they got a perfectly functional structure that could be moved off of whatever the case is and they could still be able to use it. But look at what's going on right there. And you see children them as a part of this, and you got women that might be left homeless and now have all type of other opportunities now for persons to victimize them. It's a sad situation. What do you see what's going on right here? And that is what people got to go through on the ground. That's the things that persons are facing right now in Guyana. Let's jump straight in to the final rally. The final rally right now with Team Green is taking place right now. Let's get a chance to hear what's going on right there, right now.
Injustice. Are you ready to say enough is enough? Are you ready to demand a Guyana where every citizen, regardless of race, religion, or background, can thrive in dignity? A.P.N.U is not just a political party. A.P.N.U is a movement, a family built on the principle of putting people
putting people first. Very important.
Aubrey Compton Norton has pledged firm resistance against injustice yesterday, today, and tomorrow. Our vision is guided by the values of humanity and faith, to share Guyana's wealth fairly among its people, to empower our youths with education, skills, and opportunities, to protect our women, honor our elders, and give hope to the poor, to unite Guyanese, not divide us. The Quran teaches us, indeed, Allah will not change the condition of a people until they change what is in themselves. This means Guyana will not change unless you, the people, demand change. I say tonight, all religions are important. The Muslims, Hindus, Christians, Rastafaris, all religions. The fundamental principles are the same. It is for us to take the positives of all of them and develop a multicultural society. Our aim is to realize our motto of one people, one nation, one destiny. And it is only the A.P.N.U that can satisfy, safely make that happen. September 1st is fast approaching. This is not an election, not just an election. It is a test of courage.
Cheryl, it's a sad situation. And Guyana has had enough of that type of thing, I'm telling you. Look at how they treat them people, buddy. Look at how they treat them people.
My brothers and sisters, this is a choice. The choice is clear. Continue suffering under P.P.P corruption and injustice, or rise up and vote A.P.N.U for equity and prosperity. Brothers and sisters, put your X next to the palm.
God, enough of them. Y'all live nice. Y'all live nice going on there.
Let me end with this. We cannot wait for justice to fall from the sky. We must demand it. We cannot stay silent while our nation bleeds. We must rise. We cannot allow the wealth of this nation to benefit only the few. We must benefit, it must benefit us all. So I say to you tonight, rise for justice, rise for dignity, rise for Guyana. On September 1st, let us send a message loud and clear. Guyana belongs to all its people. Vote for a better life. Vote for dignity.
We come to bring a better education for the children. Better body promises and making them the people there. If you take the kids and make them to get it done. Not where we give them money, really should be better than. Put your hands up, put your hands in the air. If you're ready for change, put your hands in the air. If you're ready to go, put your hands in the air. A.P.N.U is there. Watch this. Big smile. You know the game. If you don't time, you know what in with the money walk. I love like a brand new jack. Take a smile to the camera. But after the boat, you got in a trash. Missing the truck on the dodgy cross. P.P.P come with a little flame class. But me know the script, I'm a play my part. Me take the food, but me keep my ass. Take it, then drop it on your hand. Take it, but don't lose your plan. Take it, little one truck, take it, grand. But when you vote, make a stand. Take it out, take back your country. Mark your people on the stick, vote properly. One day you have to really install it. You never go broke, you never go wrong blindly. Take it out, take back your future. You come back from the movie. You know, please don't touch us, no harm. This time we rise is stronger. Take it back, take it back. Take it back, one time, take it back. No believe that. Remember night time belly did empty. Now them come round like them friendly. Them a sell dreams but me don't envy. We done woke up from the past plenty. So we take the thing, we take the board. We take the check and we take the load. Going over to the ballot road. Mama P.P.P shoot the tour. Take it, but don't lose focus. People there tomorrow them boys. Take it. If you must put when time come vote we trust. Take it out, take back the country, give me money, still vote properly. Every day I earn steady. This time the people ready. Take it out, take back the future. P.P.P treat you like a future. From left them straight to one bring me higher. Time we take back order. Yeah, take it out, take it back. Take it out, take it back. Take it out, take it back. I have no belief that. Mr. Take it. But when you're voting, don't check it. Then I'm money, me not fret it. We just walk proud and we rep it. Take it out.
Listen, friends. So right now online, we have approximately 34,000 people viewing us online. Make some noise for the online viewers. So, amongst those people who are viewing us includes my nephew. And my nephew messaged me just, he sound good. I see your hairline receding. I tell you, I got a plan for that. So I went to get on a cap. Then he messaged me just now when Movements Dance Company was dancing. He said, Uncle, I bet you can't do what them boys do. So I tell you tonight, I gotta do it. DJ, run the beat. I took it, listen up. Friends, Movement Dance Company has just demonstrated to us what the young people across this country will be doing on September 1. So we were saying to them, when the P.P.P come and give you a t-shirt with $50,000 inside, check it. Check it. When they give our people them small contract and tell them clean the gutter and put up flags, check it. Check it. Because here happened on Monday, September 1 at 7 o'clock, it's 2 Tambulance. I can't say Barack here the follow. Because I already none. But my nephew said me here anyway, so I got to watch myself. But comrades, we are taking it back. For the future of this country, those young men that was just on stage, make some noise for Movement Dance Company. So comrades, as you know, the A.P.N.U is a coalition of political parties across the length and breadth of this country. So our next speaker is a brother, no stranger to you. He's been part of the politics of Guyana for decades. Make some noise as we welcome Politics 101. Make some noise for Dr. the Honorable David. I'm surprised Papi is still here. I thought he'd go on and slap the house slave on him. Comrades, most of you know, weeping may endure for a night, but joy will come on Tuesday morning! And while we're talking about tonight, in the corner over here is former Prime Minister Hamilton Green. And I want you to make some more noise for him. And there's a reason, comrades. Because when I spoke in the US and when I spoke at Ansbro, I asked the comrades, I reminded them of Forbes Burnham in 1961 at Border Green, and Comrade Hammy was there. And Comrade Burnham said, watch with me for one more night. But it will take 3 years before he will take office. But I ask you to watch with us for one more night Sunday night, and we will take office. All we come to Comrades, that is not all. That is not all. On Tuesday as well, Director Vanessa Bonans will be the next Prime Minister of the Corporate Republic of Guyana, the first female Prime Minister, and the first indigenous person to be Prime Minister. And what a massive victory it will be for indigenous people. They have been abused by the P.P.P. And as recent as yesterday, they were thrown out on a trail on the orders of the P.P.P. High Command. So when Jaretta takes listen, we understand that the main issues here with you and with us in Guyana, they're economic issues. We understand that the cost of food is high. We understand that the cost of rent and the cost to buy a house, that they're high. And it is a sin. It is a sin for Mutt and Jack to put money in their pocket while those of us are struggling here. And we have told you, and they are angry, that you will pay no PAYE if you're earning less than $400,000. And we have told you that we will give you a 35% increase in the public service workers. And we have told you that our old age pensioners who work hard to build this country will get $100,000 per month. And we have told you that $150,000 a year we will give you for child care allowance. And the greedy P.P.P, they do not want to increase the minimum wage. We will take minimum wage in this country for $200,000. They say that we can't do it. But we will do it because there is so much corruption in this country. 30% of every dollar spent goes to corruption. There will be full transparency. And listen to me, comrades. Under Comrade Aubrey Norton, nobody will call or text and say they want duty free on a Ferrari. No, not Ferrari, Lamborghini. No one duty free on Lamborghini. When we fix this country, those who drive Lamborghini will turn to drive Beamer. Because Comrade Aubrey is a serious man. We have a plan to lower the cost of living in this country. We will push agriculture in every single region. Gaisuko takes $13 billion a year in 2025. We'll take $13 billion from the treasury. We will transform Gaisuko so it gives us $13 billion. We will put Gaisuko into aquaculture, in other food crops, into manufacturing, into agro-processing, and we will even put Gaisuko to build houses on the lands that they have, so all of you can get a home. Comrades, I don't know how many of you remember the last time they had a big drop in the fuel price. And it was Shell and Rubis refusing to bring it down. And Guyana dropped the price, so they had long lines of Guyana. So what I'm telling you, the same way that Guyana State Agency was able to control prices in this country, the same way we are not afraid to deploy state-owned entities like Gaisuko or the Guyana Marketing Corporation, or even if we have to create something, because we want to make sure that everybody in Guyana has a livable wage and prices are good and they can have a good standard of living. That is our aim. Our aim is to bring down the cost of living and to reduce poverty in this country. And comrades, we have a plan for corruption. The first thing with corruption, we got to remove Charles Ramson Jr., Sr. out of the Commissioner of Information Office. That man has been there, drawing a big salary, a fat salary, and he never released an ounce of information. It is important. The Access to Information Act has to be strengthened, not for us, so that you will know what we are doing when we get into office come Tuesday. And we will also make changes to the Public Procurement Act, because no more must Critic get $1 billion contract. Critic does not know to do anything other than talk foolishness on Facebook. They are getting $1 billion contract. Nothing happens no more. But we won't treat them the way they treat us. Comrades, I sit on the investment committee of the Natural Resource Fund, that's the oil money. And they don't want anybody from the opposition on the board. We will invite them when they go into opposition. When we will sing the song, hit the road, Jagdio, and don't come back, but not Jagdio. So we will invite them to sit on those boards, so they will have full visibility into everything that we are doing. They are recklessly spending the oil money. And I committed to you, comrades in New Amsterdam, that we will account for every single cent. The P.P.P. government has never accounted for a single cent. We will account for every single cent that we spend when we get into office. And we will save 25% of the oil money. But I want to say something to you, comrades, that none of the copycats are saying. Nobody else is saying this. And the media is here. So they're going to report it right. They're going to get it right. This AP, from the time I am growing up, this country has struggled with foreign debt. And it is not enough for the P.P.P. to spend out all the money. They are borrowing money like crazy. So what I am telling you tonight, comrades, is the A.P.N.U. government will work to remove all foreign debt from Guyana by 2030. We will create in this world Guyana as the most resilient economy in the whole world by 2030. And comrades, I came to tell you how we're going to do some of these things, and I've shared with you what we will do in agriculture and agro-processing. But we will get a sweeter energy mix. We will get hydro. We will get wind. We will get solar, so that we meet our net zero commitments that we have signed to. But the P.P.P. is building a gas energy turbine that can't produce enough to do any new industries. We will put additional money into energy generation, mostly green energy generation. And with that, you will see us producing fertilizers. You will see us producing chemicals. You will see us building an alumina and an aluminum smelter in this country. And we said this before, the people in blue come and copy it and say it. And let me tell you, you are drinking, many of you. I travel to Bartica. I hear about Marby and coffee coming through the taps. I hear about Marby and coffee coming through the taps here in Georgetown. I hear about Marby and coffee coming through the taps in New Amsterdam. I hear about Marby and coffee coming through the taps in Linden. We in Guyana, we used to produce aluminum sulfate that would clear that water and give you good potable water. And once again, we will produce aluminum sulfate here. No more Marby and coffee in the taps Comrades, I want to talk to the young people and those who are trying to get into business. very often the cry, even from some established business people, is that they cannot get financing. But Aubrey Compton Martin is a brilliant man. He has announced that if you are 18 and you earning less than 400,000 and you don't own a home, you get in free land. What does that do? It gives you collateral, so when you go to the bank, they can't tell you can't get a loan no more. Not in 100 years, the man from P.P.P University could come up with a stroke like that. But that is not all that we have planned. We will put money in the Small Business Bureau so you can get low interest loans and grants. We will get a development bank so you can modernize your businesses and you can get into export. And we will have a junior stock exchange so that you can list your companies. We have a stock exchange rate that doesn't work. You can list your companies. And what this will open is opportunities for entrepreneurs by the thousands. And we will give thousands of government contracts as well to keep this economy going. And we will set aside for the youths. We'll set aside for the women. We'll set aside for the rural businesses. We'll set aside for the minorities. No other party in this country has the plans to grow this economy that the A.P.N.U has. For Guyana to grow, you must only vote A.P.N.U. My friends, I'm a modest and humble man. I don't like to boast, but I will boast a little tonight. I have sold steering wheel gloves. I have sold fax machines. I have sold cars. I have sold safety shoes. I have sold packaging products. I have sold insurance. I have sold sulfuric acid. I have sold sulfonic acid. I have sold aluminum sulfate. I have sold fried chicken. I have sold pizza. I have sold hamburgers. I have sold ice cream. I feel confident to tell you that the plans, the business plans, and the economic plans of the A.P.N.U are the best of any party in this country. And those plans will lead to a situation where we will get 40,000 new good full-time jobs for the youths of this country. And those who are on part-time jobs, we will train them and get them into good full-time jobs as well. But comrades, I want to step away from economic matters a little. Over the last 5 years, we have bled and we have died. And you have a choice come Monday. You have a choice between green and a choice between two shades of red. One shade is look little blue. I want to tell you something that many of you don't know. But we know the Granger government was enforcing the rule of law in this country. And it was the shade of red that looked like blue that helped to move them out. And we must now, how can we reward them for doing that? And that shade of red that looked like blue continued to finance the P.P.P even after 2020. So comrades, when I say to you, don't split no vote with blue, I am not talking race. It is about restoring the rule of law in this country. When I say don't split the vote with red that look like blue, I am saying it's bring an end to corruption. No more free Lamborghini. When I say, don't split the vote with red that looks like blue, it is about justice. Justice for our martyrs. Justice for the people at Mocha. Justice for the people at Hillfoot. Justice for our indigenous brothers and sisters.
Real thing, real thing.
And we must get that justice on Monday at the ballot box. I start with a Christian quotation, and I'm going to kind of close with it, even though I'm a little bad boy. Comrade Aubrey has run the race. He has fought the good fight. And there is a crown laid up for him on Tuesday. So I'm calling on you to vote for the team with the cleanest record. I'm calling on you to vote for the team with the deepest experience. I am calling on you to vote for the team that cares. I am calling on you to vote for the team with the best guns. As for me and my house, we will vote green. Vote to the palm the vote. Vote to the A.P.N.U. Elect all the people vote as the next president and to represent as the next president. God bless this party of the Republic. God bless you all. Good night. This one is your creator. P.P.P. This one is your blood leaders. Leaders. Ladies and gentlemen, P.P.P. the message. Ladies and gentlemen, P.P.P. the message.
People on the ground right now, that's the final rally of the A.P.N.U. Definitely, Jillian, everybody's saying vote A.P.N.U. A.P.N.U. all the way. Team Green, definitely the team with the ability to bring real change to the country. Real change. And we're hearing a lot. We heard a lot in this live. Ladies and gentlemen, if you haven't already taken a couple of seconds, please and kindly take a couple of seconds and make sure that you thumbs up this live. And if you're going to watch us in the rewind in the future, same thing, make sure you thumbs up the live. And as you can see, the flight has landed here. The flight has landed for Delta Saturdays. Thanks for tuning in. Almost 400 persons still rocking out with us in the live right now. Make sure that you subscribe. Make sure that you subscribe before you leave the flight. Let's see if we're gonna get the presentation from Dr. Hines before we land the flight all the way, so we can hear what Dr. Hines has to say, so that we can be focused on these details and others that was discussed in this video as we move in to Monday with the general elections. We're going to hear right now from Dr. David Hines as he takes the stage live right now in Guyana. We're going to hear from the Honorable Dr. David Hines. As soon as this copyrighted music comes off, I'm gonna definitely put the audio on the rally. I just don't want the copyrighted music in the live. He's about to speak right now.
The caravan of green, the caravan of love, the caravan of hope, the caravan of justice, the caravan of a new day under the leadership of Aubrey Norton has made its final stop. We come here tonight in communion. We come here tonight as a collective. We come here tonight as the force that will push down the door of injustice and let justice roll inside our from the Paparaimas to the northwest, to Berbice and Corinthine, to Demerara, to the four corners of Guyana. We have made our case in the last couple of weeks. And from north and south, east and west, they are acknowledging that the A.P.N.U has the best plan and the best promise of a new tomorrow. I'm about to cry for Guyana to grow. When we talk about the growth of Guyana, we are talking about the growth of people, human beings, men, women, children, raising you from the ashes and putting you alongside the best of the world. We have the capacity to do so. And now, with an A.P.N.U government, after September 1st, we have the know-how, we have the intelligence, and we have the influence. Government does for you what you cannot do for yourself. But there are things that you can do for yourself that the government must empower you to do. That is the creed of the A.P.N.U. In 1988, my comrade, my brother, Professor Clive Thomas, wrote a book called The Poor and the Powerless. He argued in that book that when you are poor, you are powerless. And that in order for you to exercise the power that you've been born with, that you've come to this earth from your Almighty with, you have to get rid of poverty. And for the first time, we have a group of people who have been thrown up by history to deal with that vexing question of poverty. We intend to wipe poverty off the face of Guyana and to move to powerlessness to power. There is a new word that is thrown around every day. It's called empowerment. You see, a word can have a different meaning depending on who uses it. And we in the A.P.N.U, when we talk about empowerment, we are talking about moving you from where you are now to another level where you can take care of things for yourself, where you can take care of your children, where you can take care of your elderly people, where you can take care of your family and your community. When we talk about empowerment, we are talking about empowerment of people, not asphalt. We are talking about empowerment of people, not buildings. Those buildings and those roads must serve you, the people. You, the people. Unless they can improve your lives, they are not worth the money that they take to build them. And so, we come tonight to sign off on the compact. With you, the salt of the earth. With you, what they call the ordinary people. But for us in the A.P.N.U, you are not ordinary people. You are extraordinary people whose talents have been My senior speakers will lay out to you some aspects of our budget, some aspects of our program, some aspects of our development emphasis. But I want to say to you, when we say we are raising the old age pension from $40,000 to $100,000, we're not making smoke. When we say that we will give a plot of land, house lots or whatever you call it, to every Guyanese 18 years and over, we are thinking about a future that is golden, a future of happiness. When we talk about empowerment, we are talking about improvement of education. We are talking about improvement of healthcare. Because if we become the educated nation that we once were, that we once led the Commonwealth, where literacy rate was over 90%. Today, we are lagging behind the rest of the world in education. Under Aubrey Norton government, we shall restore Guyana to the position of an educated nation. Because when you're educated, you are powerful. When you enjoy the kind of health care that you ought to enjoy, you are powerful. When you have money in your pocket that you can take care of your families and put up something for rainy days, you are powerful. And so tonight, the message is, we are going home. We are going home. We are marching on to Zion. We are marching to that promised land. On September 1st, we have a check to carry. That check is one that has been given to us at the time of emancipation in 1838. That check was given to us at independence in 1966. We have always When we went to cash that check, they said insufficient funds. But when Aubrey Norton and the team push that gate of government open, your check can be cashed. We are what we are, and that's the way it's going to be. We are a beautiful people. We are a beautiful Guyanese people. We have been blessed with people from all nations of the world. Our Indian and indigenous people, our Chinese and Portuguese, Europeans, mixed people, and African people. We are a beautiful cocktail, and this time we are going to make it work for Guyana. How good and pleasant it is to come to Georgetown in the shadows of a revolutionary. That man whose statue we stand under was not a house slave. That man, Puffy, was not a slave. Your foreparents were not slaves. They were brought here against their will as enslaved people. I noticed a certain level man. He mouth going one way big. Said that Coffee was a house slave. And apparently they schooled him. And he admitted that he has desecrated our hero. And I'm saying that I don't know if he's a racist. But what I do know is that he's ignorant. He has never read a book on African history. He has never read a book on slavery. And that is why he could talk the nonsense that he's talking. And so when we take office, we make sure that all our children learn the history of all the races in Guyana. We shall become acquainted with our collective history.
Very, very good thing. Very good thing for that initiative to really be implemented.
That's my P.P.P.
You're listening right here, Team Delta. So just make sure that you are dropping the comments in the comment section. Now let me see what's going on. And make sure that you are thumbs up the live. I come off the screen. I let the persons them that definitely on the ground right now, getting everybody ready for Monday. Take charge and present everything so that you are going to be updated live right now. Make sure you thumbs up the live, ladies and gentlemen. Please and thanks.
And in the greatest entrepreneurial endeavor in the history of Guyana, we bought land and turned them into villages. Whenever we have done anything, we have done them together. And so when they come to you and tell you that you mustn't vote race, what they mean is you mustn't vote for A.P.N.U. And I'm saying to you tonight, don't split your vote. Stand together. When we are together like this, there is no force on earth to turn us around. Stand together. Vote together. Sometimes some of us are called upon to stand alone. Sometimes we are called upon to lead the way. And when we lead into a new day. Another Guyana is possible if you don't split your vote. Don't waste your vote because it's your birthright. Don't waste your vote, it is your birthright. And tonight is a good night to be alive. We are turning a new page. We are going in another direction. We are cleansing the stench of injustice. We are cleaning the way so Adriana Young can live again. We are taking the tears of our women who are about to cry for their sons, and we are watering the way as we move into the new day. No more shall women have to cry. Shall a woman stand the care? Cease towards the child she bear. We are all kingdom backers. We are all running. We are all Elvis tonight. We are all Bostons tonight. We are all people who are determined that the time has come. Opening up, time has come. So recognize time has come. It's revolution time. It's revolution time. God is crying out for justice. Everyone is crying out for peace. God is crying out for justice. Yo, skip that, Tony. Scream that. Microphone. Mike. Look. Mike says.
Yeah, all of that copyrighted material is no good for the line. Not to mute you up. But guess what, Team Delta? As we could see, the flight would have landed a while now. We just up on the runway, making sure that we tune into everything what's going on with the rally. I'm telling you, everything leads to the green victory come September 4th. Make sure you stay updated with everything that's going on. Make sure that you subscribe before you leave. It's still almost 400 persons in the live with us right now. Make sure that you subscribe before you leave so that you'll know exactly when this fight is taking off again. And so that you can stay updated with everything that's trending in Guyana and in the diaspora. On the channel right now is more than 2,000 pieces of content that you can enjoy while you wait for this flight to take off. And guess what? We upload videos, we do lives, X, Y, and Z. Thanks for tuning in right here on Delta Saturdays, right here on Delta 9 Media. I want to shout out every single person in the live right now, rocking out with us. Thanks for tuning in. All our moderators, everybody that would have commented, or even type of comments into the comment section. Thanks for being a part of the live. Thanks for being a part of Delta Saturdays, right here on Delta 9 Media. Powerful, powerful presentation. Guess what? Tomorrow, we're definitely going to be riding it out for a long life, making sure that you're presenting a real way, because it's going to be even closer to that September 1st date. And we want to make sure that we bring everything that's trending in Guyana live and direct to you right here on Delta 9 Media. Thanks for being a part of this presentation. Thanks for being a part of this live broadcast. And if you're going to watch us in the rewind, pick up yourself wherever you're watching us from in the world. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for tuning in, buddy. Everybody in the live right now, thanks for tuning in. This is Delta 9 Media. We're glad to present and highlight everything for you that's going on in Guyana and in the diaspora. And the flight would have landed right here. Flight landed. So make sure that you subscribe and you get your luggage on your way out. And guess what? We will definitely catch you in the next flight. All right? Prepare ourselves in the Delta. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks to every single person for tuning in. Thank you for being part of this presentation. Prepare ourselves. Salute, and I'll definitely catch you in the next broadcast. Thanks for tuning in.